class.
Welcome everybody
It's like a,
to Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah, you
Last week we had many things that happened in the deals that were being made. Evendur, would you like to oh, you were here.
Did you watch the episode?
Oh yeah, so this is
No,
actually
I'd like to
so
sum
this
up.
is actually a class.
How about Martha?
This is the
Would
bonuses
you
that
mind
get.
summing up?
It's just like, yeah, you worship a devil, but look at these awesome things you get. So that's what it is.
Like
Oh,
that.
gotcha.
Let's see. We had a deal with Badman.
Yeah, Badma.
Badman. Rudy's new character.
Robin.
Lost.
Can you let that dog go?
I know you had a baby, but
Did you?
hey, where'd you get that table? That's an awesome table. You should just use that.
Sorry.
I know we got a portable hole.
This is the one I made.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
I made that.
That's awesome.
Riven
With like
did
no
a
dollars.
deal that
Just with,
no
like,
one knew
extra.
about.
Just extra lumber. Let's
Yep.
sit around.
Secret deal no one knew about. And Martha found a lot about her backstory.
Yup.
So
There was a drinking game.
yeah.
That's right. We gotta go murder hobo with somebody.
Well, so Martha is the only one privy to that information
Correct.
as of yet.
Correct.
So we got hired the Grinning Blades, everybody. We got hired them until we get the right person. I just need this person killed.
Yep.
Just
5. I'll give you 5 gold. Oh, catch gold for a second. Okay, so yes, so very interesting developments last week. You were able to get your barrel of stock
Yes.
placed in the portable hole that you now have. Riven had a rendezvous with Badma.
Yes, you did.
Meeting.
And that was all she wrote, I think.
oh yeah, and we gave away your room to
Oh,
Silverbeard.
yeah.
What?
We did.
Silverbeard.
Well, we're leaving.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't a part of this.
Yeah, all right.
So they're
In the
going to
manner
explain
of
it.
chance.
I didn't do it.
So, because you are leaving, part of the negotiations with Ramen to get the price of the goods down, you offered to have him be able to stay in the penthouse and use, it as his home while you are away.
We got a whole barrel of the brooms.
And-
Bloomshroud.
It was going to be, I think, 200 platinum or something like that. If
So we came out good.
yeah.
Okay, there's still like 4,000 gold on the account. Is that all just...
But we're not coming back
And
here.
it's
all store credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like 15 gold a night for the room, so
Okay.
it's gonna be there for a long time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and we thought about divesting from our bakery business.
It's a...
Oh yeah, we think we should just
Scrap the bakery.
scrap the bakery and just start
Yeah, 'cause
adventuring.
We're making more
Okay.
money just traveling.
It's dangerous
fine with
business,
me, yeah,
but it
it
is lucrative.
It's not illegal, so there's that.
Also a good point. These are all good points you're making.
It's also not legal.
Adventuring is.
Adventuring,
Yeah.
like
It depends on where
I was saying selling drugs and donuts is not legal. Yeah.
Depends on where you're venturing.
Correct.
Mostly legal. Most.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Do we know, like, if we do a little like business, like a best practices study or something, like what?
Where should we not go in and steal, take stuff?
Anybody have any advice?
so being new to the whole adventuring gig, you might want to look around,
That there's
talk
a
to
union.
different people who might have worked as hired hands or sell swords or bounty hunters or various day laborers, so to speak,
Okay.
that you can find to get a rundown.
But one thing I know, you don't go into King's place and grab their stuff.
Correct.
That's the main thing.
As a general rule, that's good advice. So, now that you are in this predicament, you have all slept for the evening. It is the morning.
Are we level 10?
You are not level 10.
My thing just like leveled up to level 10.
Oh, well,
How'd that happen?
I don't know So in game, we have not leveled up. to
5,
this.
right?
We're still
Yeah.
We are
at
level
Four?
5.
5.
Okay.
Yes.
How did that happen?
maybe your XP mod just.
You added a 0 to your XP or something.
I don't know. We're gonna
That's
find. No, I use milestones. Right?
Oh.
We do milestones.
We've been doing XP.
What?
Yeah, I know. Crazy,
We'll
right?
just do milestones.
We'll just do milestones.
You just tell me.
Just
You'll level up at the same time as everyone else
Yes.
except for Rudy. Rudy, I love you. So
Well, he'll level up. No, he won't.
he's level 4.
Yeah,
He's
he's-
level
So,
behind
so when
everybody.
you do milestones, if he's one level behind, will he tier up, or is he going to level up faster?
He would gradually catch up.
Yeah.
It will. it
Especially if
would
you're doing
be-
milestones. Yeah.
Right.
That makes
And
sense.
if I assign him, extra credit, and
Extra credit.
he does all of the like
Dishes.
bonus
Side
questions on the test.
Whatever, dude. Wash your car, mow your
no,
lawn.
the extra credit is hold a character for more
Yeah.
than X number of sessions.
I don't know what you.
Seriously.
I'm amenable to that. I'm amenable to that.
I accept.
20 sessions. 20.
So the daytime comes up. The bustle of and hustle of the evening's events have passed by the wayside, and we are waking up in our room. There is a fresh smorgasbord of a breakfast that has been brought up, and it is waiting, and the smells of cooked eggs and
Did I get to cook? I was going to cook for everybody, and I was inviting, what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Amir.
Oh.
Remember?
Yes, he did say it right before we left.
Right? So I was like, hey, I want to wake up early, and I want to invite Amir, and
Oh.
because we don't know that he's not coming back. It would be
Yes.
messed up if we didn't offer,
You're,
right?
you're
But he's
absolutely
in jail,
correct. So,
You
well,
have to put in a special request.
But not prison. He was in jail, not prison.
Jail, correct.
I'll
There's a difference.
say, right.
I didn't know for a long time. Now
But once you went,
I know. Yeah.
I will say this then, we'll have to go over what you did when you got up early in the morning to help prepare breakfast.
Okay.
Because as part of the room service, they bring you a large breakfast in the morning.
So you wake up earlier and all.
Oh yeah, we're at a super nice place. Well, I wanted to make sure. What I wanted to do was cook the food so that we had all the bonuses from the gourmand feed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you sack
So-
extra sleep.
You wake up,
No, I went to bed early.
you went to bed. Yeah, you were probably the only one who went to bed on time. Everybody else went to bed quite late.
Those fat guys got to take care of ourselves.
Well, you were up drinking, and it was
Very respectful, Riven.
what?
First
I had
dater.
a meeting.
so the
As she picks her
morning-
demon,
I am. I'm like,
she's like, I am gonna multi-level as a sexualist.
which one? Which one?
dawn comes, and at the break of dawn, you are awoken and come to your senses and rub the grogginess and the sleepiness out of your head. The entire atmosphere in the room is complete silence, and it is a location that is just filled with the sounds of snoring, and outside the window you do have like just the beginning cock of the crow of the rooster that is making noise out there, and birds that are beginning to wake up, and it is your go. You are awake. Everyone is asleep. What do you want to do?
Yeah. So, how do I know? How do I get in touch with Amir?
With a mirror, you would have to see if you can get information down to the dwarves.
Yeah. How far away is that?
Grisabar is the Grisabar mine opening is probably a 10-minute walk
Okay.
from the Manor of Chance.
So I'd like to, is there any messengers nearby? Could I send a runner out this early?
You could. So yes, the Manor of Chance would have people who are on standby.
So let's say I woke up with enough time to walk over there and bail, like post bond for Amir.
So you walk over towards the mine entrance,
Uh-huh.
not the secret underground.
No, no. I don't go into secret doors without my crew.
Right. Also, you don't have the cipher, and you don't know what the
Uh-uh.
symbol is for the day. So, you walk up, and there's only the beginnings of people who are moving out into the streets, vendors who are pulling their carts into position
Uh-huh.
and their wares, and people are generally friendly. They greet you as you pass by.
Sure.
There are people who do recognize you because your group has been making kind of a name for themselves at the Manor of Chance. And
I don't want to do that.
well, people have seen you all winning things like big
Oh.
pots. Like you were the one who won the drinking game, and
Dang it. Okay. Yep,
Evendur
you're right.
was the one who won.
It was worth the portable hole.
It was worth the portable.
It was worth it.
So people are you're that fellow. Yeah, and so you just kind of keep your head down, walk. Yes, nice, good morning.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Learn our identities here.
Yeah.
You see where there's the most activity at this early hour in the morning is up on the ramparts of the stronghold, Rawminster stronghold. It looks like there might be some kind of changing of the guard.
Okay.
There's a very organized procession of soldiers that are kind of moving in different directions, and you hear different horns being blared to announce different things that don't mean anything to you. And as you see that going on, you make your way continually over towards the dwarven section of the city and make it over to where the entrance to the mine shaft was, where those heavily guarded dwarves were at the entrance of it. And there, standing at the front of the mine, is a female dwarf who is clean shaven, and she has chestnut brown hair, and it's braided down, and she's stout. She has, it's not an unattractive face, but she looks like she could handle herself if.
Not interested.
An attractive dwarf.
She looks like she needs a beard.
At least a 2-foot beard is what she needs.
All right.
She's standing there, and she's got.
Do I recognize her from being there the last few days or whatever?
Roll a history check or a straight intelligence.
No, I do not.
I mean, you were there and you kind of were not paying attention to as
Yeah.
many people around you. You don't recognize her, and she doesn't apparently recognize you. She has a warhammer that is resting right in a looped holder on her side, and she's in full dwarven plate, and she's standing there at the entrance. Well, what you doing in this section of the city, lad?
We were here a few days ago, and I left a friend behind. Amir is his name. I wanted to see if I could get in touch with him.
Left a friend behind the
Well,
mine shaft.
we were asked to leave a friend behind. He'd evidently gotten in some trouble with your burrow warden.
The elf?
Aye.
Well, I don't know how best to break the news to you, but it appears that he was taken for some questioning, and he was being held for the services. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing down there, but all I know is that he was taken. Were you there when he was taken, or was it more recent and he was down by himself? And
We were part of the group that brought back the miners who had gone missing, and as soon as we got them back, your burrow warden had taken our friend.
part of the what was it called them? The I can't quite say it, but I know who you're talking about. So you're one of them. You're one of them tall folks that came down and saved our kin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, you have my thanks. Aye.
So, is there any way you think we could I could speak with him?
If he's being held by the king, which he is, it'd be right difficult. We'd have to fill out the paperwork to get you down there just to get an entrance for him.
But federal prison.
It's just for this. Go ahead and roll
Can you
a
not, like,
persuasion
charm
check
her?
to see
Yeah.
if you can.
Suggestion.
You got it.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Let's keep talking to see if I can get advantage. No, I understand completely. I don't want to step on anybody's toes or ask any for any special favors, but if there was ever time to give some, additional consideration to somebody who would ask to see a friend who was arrested while in your care, be interested to speak to someone who may be able to help us. His name is Amir. I'd just like to speak to him. We're about to leave town. I want to make sure that he knows where we're going.
Well, aye, but he's being held, so we can't let him go on leave, especially if there's questions about the safety and security of our very own gnome that we've got. So,
No, I understand. Would it be possible just to see him, to speak with him?
allow me a second. And she knocks twice on the metal door that's behind her, and it cracks open a little. Aye, Helga, what you doing?
Helga.
Well, this lad, he wants to go down and see the elf. He says that.
Go ahead and I'll tell him who I am.
This is. You don't want me to. Wait, what do you want?
You could mention, perhaps, that we were part of the group that saved your friends.
Aye. I was about to get to that. Don't you crown me, lad.
No, I apologize. Yes.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay, keep talking. Don't worry.
So these were the ones that saved our kin, and they brought them back, and.
Oh, you know what? I found a piece of candy in my pocket. Would you like some? That's good. Have you ever had this kind before?
I don't take candy from strangers. It's the first rule they tell us in the Griselbar mine.
Very well.
So, and she explains that you're part of that group, and he opens the door a little bit more and takes a look at you.
I take my foot down.
You see the fiery beard of this grizzled-looking dwarf. He has what looked like some type of burn over the side of his face, and
I go like this.
aye, but the tall folks are ugly, aren't they? Aye, that they are. But would we be able to take it down in the shaft just to have a look about with Amir and the elf that they sent? Tell you what, he leaves his weapons up here at top.
I don't even have my weapons on me.
Oh, well, that would be quite easy then. Come on in. And he opens the door crack and takes you inside where there's the little, circular room. The ceiling isn't very tall.
Did we
It's
give all
tall.
the
It's
items
comfortable
too?
for a dwarf, and it's just a little
okay.
bit above where your head is. So it's at that level where you kind of duck down, but you would probably be fine standing
one?
up. It's just the perception of it being so
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
And it takes you over to where there's a stair that goes over to where the mine shaft, the elevator,
So we have these
the
things.
jig is the metal cage that brings you down.
So we kept the
And
fireball.
as he walks in, he closes the door, and
Pretty heavy?
he is, yes.
Okay, we're gonna use that for a minute.
Okay.
You gonna play with us?
I already have a character for you.
We're waiting for this.
Oh, roll a 20.
24. It's just my luck. So at a 5% chance that it would work. So, yeah, he takes you over into the cage, and as soon as he gets to where the doors are closing, he starts closing them.
Fireball.
You still have a bit of that
How
candy?
more?
And the magic.
Oh, yes, I do.
Missile and the polymorph.
For sure.
So don't mind if it
Okay,
goes
so
down.
we get back to
Takes
these
some-
telekinesis one.
goes down,
No.
and he operates
We
the
gave
lever,
that
and it begins slowly going
Okay.
down.
We gave all the rest of
It
them.
takes
And the earth
like
elemental
it's
commander
a
gave it back to
20-minute
The
slow
whip to
descent
to-
into
to
the
none of
earth
us could use it.
with this dwarf, and
Yeah.
it
But that's how we
is
got
slow
these
going.
things.
Do you want to ask him or talk to anything?
Because
Or
whip was
he's
down.
like just silent over there,
No.
watching. Okay.
Alright.
Fast forward straight to Amir. All I want to do is listen to
Actually,
what
you
he
stole
says.
those.
Down in silence and
These books.
get to where
Yeah.
the level is where they had taken him, and you had met the borough warden.
So.
And
I
he walks
wanted you to
over into
steal
that
it.
area,
I
and
wasn't like creating a decoy.
the-
I want you to take something
the
else.
shift,
You didn't take that.
the
You're
watch
like, I saw these
master
things. So you
who's
just
there
grabbed them.
recognizes
And
you,
now, but we don't really know
and
what
there
all
is
that-
one
what they
of
did.
the dwarves that you would say is currently like standing guard as well. And so he says, "Oh, he vouches for you. This is the guy that wants on it." And you explain your situation. You just want to talk to Amir, and
Can we try
the
using
guards say, "Well, we'll just
I
check it
think
out."
you're
They take
identifying?
you
that? Okay.
to a lower level, and they said, "All right, well, if we're going to classify anything further, we're going to have to blindfold you lads, but you don't know where exactly we're keeping prisoners.
I understand.
We're going to have to gag you too." No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know him that well. So
They all
it's not really
laugh.
yeah.
See,
I laugh too. When they laugh, I laugh. That's pretty good. I'm like, well, actually, I brought my own gags, so
Brought my
hey.
own. It was a Mears ball.
yeah.
So they take you and they spin you around a few times, and it wouldn't matter. Like this deep in the earth, you have no idea which direction is north, up, or down. And you are taken for about 10 minutes. It's slow going. There are 5 different doors that have opened and shut that you've been led through these doorways, and you're finally led into an area where it kind of has the smell of waste, like humanoid waste,
Ugh.
and
I don't know.
unwashed bodies.
it's not good.
And the door closes behind you, and the one dwarf starts speaking Dwarven in front of you. Do you speak Dwarven?
Nope.
And after 15 seconds of you just kind of
Oh,
standing
do
there.
you speak Elvish? I mean, I do speak Elvish. I didn't think so.
And they finally remove your blindfold and kind of like blink in the light. It's a torch lit area. It's very dim though. There's only like one torch that is for the entire area.
Mhm.
There are cell blocks that go down into the area, and they all have these metal slots that are slid open and closed if they want to slide in food or just see if the person's still in
He's
there.
like
and
in
everything.
solitary.
Yeah.
And
And
these are solid doors, not barred.
solid.
Jeez.
And they go over to one of the far doors in the section, and they knock. And they slide it open, and the dwarf looks inside. He has a confused look on his face, and then he slides it closed. Is this the one we put in? Just check them all. They go over to all of the other doors and slide
My
them open.
adrenaline immediately like skyrockets.
And they get to they go and systematically and as they go from door to door, they get a little bit more and more panicked. And by the time they get to the front of the
I want
doors,
to kind of abide their fear, right? So
sure.
I realize, okay, the only reason now to be down here is to further free us from any kind of implication of
Benjen gets thrown.
breaking him out of. Yeah, right. It just has to be a human or somebody that's taller than a dwarf. So we'll just. I just do that. Oh my goodness! I can't believe what's going on. Where's my friend?
What are you playing at here?
Did
Did you come down to spring him, or did you already spring him and this is just a rubbing insult in our face?
Well, for crying out loud, I was able to break you and your friends out pretty easily. You think I'd be better than that? You're telling me you lost my friend?
I'm not telling you we lost him, I'm telling him he's just not to be found.
You're telling me you don't know where he is?
I'm telling you that we did know where he was,
And now you don't?
but now we don't.
So what's the borough warden gonna say when she finds out that you lost a
We're talking
prisoner?
about here, we're trying to figure out what's the best way to proceed. We don't want to get. I don't want to go back down to the. It hasn't been my turn down in the expeditionary force for. So it was your friend.
He was sent with us actually to help you. He was sent with us to help me and my group find you and your friends. Hey, hug it up.
Okay, go get a drink.
You know, hug from everybody. What?
What? Done. So he was sent here to help us free you and your kin. To be honest, he was a consultant.
So, well, okay, so I won't explain the things of dwarves to the tall folk, but needless to say, this only proves that he was guilty
Of what?
of the crime that he was,
Which was?
whatever the crime was.
So you don't know why he was here either.
He only told us to hold him, and then the king came, he spoke with him for a quick minute, and Then, after that, he left a bit flustered.
What time was this at?
This must have been about 7 hours ago now.
He could be anywhere.
So,
I think you have a problem. What are we going to do about it?
what are we gonna do about it? I say we hold you in this place
Then-
until we can figure this out.
Interesting, yeah. Do you think that worked out well for you?
I think that we got one person in here, then the
So I walk inside. Yes, let's go ahead and explain to your king how you put the leader of the group that saved you and your kin. You put him in prison. Let's explain that to him. Let's see how it goes. And I'm standing inside the cell now. Go ahead, shut the door.
don't get
Go ahead.
Don't get yourself hasty. No, you seem like a decent, reasonable fella.
Now listen,
Yeah.
it's pretty simple. I'd like to know where my friend went. And the last time it was that somebody saw him. I need to know where he is.
Well, we're gonna have to wake up the last watch because when we got here, we didn't go around and check the prison doors. Obviously, like,
You know, I don't know many dwarves, but I've always understood that you were an organized folk. There's not a file or a timesheet to check in. Who cleaned the bathroom the last time?
Aye, who's gonna clean the privy, lad? It just drops down into the Underdark a little bit lower than we are. Nothing to worry about there, except for whatever carrion creatures there eating our.
So, I mean, why don't we do this? My friends and I are leaving town today. We don't want it to look suspicious, of course. Could I have a seat with the king or maybe the regent?
We won't be able to get you with the regent or the king, but
I want to make sure our names are clear.
aye. You come with me, and he takes you back through there, and he doesn't even bother to put the blindfold on you and walk you back through the area. And really, all it was it looked like he took you in a circular route, just to confuse you.
Yep.
And makes it back over to the borough warden's office, and there's the shift watch.
Is it okay? So they go on. The borough wardens go on shifts.
Yes.
Okay. And so it was a female last time, but I don't know who it is. This
Right.
time.
It is a
Okay.
male there right
Sorry.
now.
I thought it was like. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Like you're president, and now it's like, oh, it's 8 o'clock, so now somebody else is president. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they get there, and the borough warden says, "Well, the last time, she said that she brought the king in. They spoke with him a bit. He was not very pleasant about his surroundings and did not like being taken, of course. We tried to question him, and after some arguments, they decided to keep him in there until he was softening up to be ready to talk.
How many ways are there to escape, to leave the dungeon, sir?
There's only straight up, unless you go out into the Underdark and try to find another way up.
How big is the hole that you put your waist in?
Well, big enough, I suspect, for one of them skinny elves to be fitting through.
I just wait for him to calculate it.
Well,
Carry the one,
if you couldn't...
almost there.
but that's disgusting, lad. If you're going to go through the...
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might as well be dead.
If you knew our friend, you'd definitely understand that he's. You want one of these, man? Are you good at that, man?
I'm good with this.
Okay.
Well, I think you have your answer. Bad news is he's gone. The good news is probably won't be coming back.
Well, we're gonna have to get
You
up
went
to
down the
this
crack,
and-
Yeah.
evidently, to escape.
Amir did.
And it's not my
Oh yeah, the
business. but-
sewer. I knew
Yeah.
he was gone.
The
Crafty
crapper.
dude.
Like the hole that you poo down.
Yeah. No, but he is
Yeah.
a survivalist.
Yep.
You kind of smell
Yeah.
better.
So the good.
So it's better.
He's extremely hard to kill.
I would. I'd keep an eye out for him when you go down the next expeditious crew, but the expedition crew down to the Underdark. But I would assume that he's gone for now.
Didn't have any armor or weapons on him.
He doesn't need many.
No.
I tell him. From what I understand, he's a master of poisons, escape, disguises. Who knows? He may even look like a dwarf.
If you weren't going to... You don't know. Well, wouldn't you?
He was handpicked to come with us to help us save Raman and his kin.
Okay, well, this is now going to be a deeper investigation. We're going to have to involve our...
Was that an Underdark joke?
A what?
Is that an Underdark joke?
A deep investigation.
Deeper investigation.
It was unintentional, lad. It was unintentional.
Totally meant to do it.
Yeah. Very well. What do we need to do to clear our names?
Well,
Wait, clear our names?
We're leaving
Yeah.
like sunrise the day after you go missing.
Yeah. So.
So now it looks bad.
Yeah. So Benjen was trying to. Yeah.
Not me, Amir. You
Amir.
keep
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
me.
Well,
I'm
Oh,
Demitri.
former-
No, yeah.
The
And
artist
Oz
formerly
and-
known as Amir.
Yeah.
And whoever your other
tell
one
you what, you have done a great service for the Bristol Bar. We know that you are going to be leaving town anyways.
We helped him escape?
Yeah, remember we helped Thraman and all his friends.
No, we helped Amir escape.
No.
It just happened that Ben.
I was like, dang, I only missed 30 minutes.
He just went down to go,
That was
like,
quick.
he was getting up early to make
Bail
breakfast
you
for
out of
everyone
jail.
and wanted to check on Amir before doing the...
Oh, that definitely looks suspicious.
Yeah.
You should. No one should have visited him.
It would have been worse.
It would have been worse. We would have left town in that morning and then you're gone.
Look, I appreciate what you've done.
That's true.
So, where is it that you're headed to? Just so that we are aware of the general area in case we need to send for more questions.
Before I tell him we're going across the border, what like level or how much do dwarves care about the borders?
They don't really care about any of the surface or...
Okay, I tell him, I said we're going X amount of miles to a city called Ithon.
Never heard of it, but I'm
It's
sure...
you're not missing much.
Yeah, well, it's for sure.
But there's no guarantee we're going to stay there.
Understood, but to have a point where we know where you have passed through, that should be enough for us. I don't suspect that you have any hand in this, lad. We had taken the one person who was
Okay.
guilty of threatening our
And
engineer.
you lost them.
Aye.
Yeah, I need to hear you say it.
We lost him.
And we did not have anything to do with him escaping.
I know, you just
Thank
helped
you
us
so
bring
much.
back our pinning kit.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you so. I wish you the best of luck. And it's none of my business, but I might put some grates on your poopers. Or you can just keep losing prisoners. It's none of my concern.
This is the only time this has ever happened. Don't
It's none of my business.
take it back out of the surface
Yep,
before you go.
gladly. I'm already walking. Okay.
No written contract. So.
Yeah.
So you were talking to the warden or something like that?
The borough warden, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
One on
that's
one.
it.
So,
So when we get back, I kind of tell everybody. Ymir, I don't think we should be surprised, but the he's gone. He's left another child, fatherless.
Jeez.
Demitri says, no, I have found a family for the child.
Well, yes, thank you, Demitri, but it's one of those things that, well, it's an inside joke. You don't know it yet.
Oh, no.
You're not on the inside.
And you're better for it.
Very shady character.
Yes.
Yes.
He's also something else that sounds like shady. But, when I say that he's gone, and I kind of tell him, hey, look, we think he went through the pooper and the under, blah blah blah. Does anybody do anything?
well, are you doing this
What's everybody's
before or
reaction?
after you make breakfast? Sorry.
Oh, once we're just talking. Yeah.
So before.
So, no. So everybody's not
As we're eating?
yeah, as we're eating.
Oh, okay, so you go back up, you go to the kitchens before
Yeah.
they start making the food up to you, you help prepare it. And
Yeah,
you
no one waits till they're done eating. You talk as you're
So
eating.
everybody gets 2 additional hit die
Oh,
and is immune to disease,
What?
Yeah.
or has advantage on disease saving throws for today.
For today.
So let's see.
Martha does not make any facial changes.
So, okay, time out. So what does that mean?
So
If I'm doing additional hit
So-
die,
yeah,
do I
so
get
me.
So
plus
you have
2
a-
points?
No,
you
hit
have a
die.
You use it 7 times today.
Where's my Gormon feet?
You'll be able to use the hit die 7 times. So when you do a short rest, you can heal up during that time. So you can do 7 times that day.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
She's never used them in
I've never had
in
to
her
do
life.
Okay, so
No
we do
hit
that,
last
and I
time.
tell him, and as I tell him, I just want to see what the reaction is. I mean, not that I'm looking for anything,
She never gets her.
but
She's like, "Where's his
there's
head
this
at?"
dude, and he's supposed to come back with us, and we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna tell, whatever that dude's name who
Well,
sent
no,
him.
that was a separate. Amir was a contractor, so he already got paid.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Which is why he went down the pooper.
So, he does mention that Amir is missing.
This
What is everyone
phases,
doing?
it phases me 0.
Is he-
I don't care.
Is this
You're all-
character, is he wanted? Is he a wanted man?
Probably.
He definitely is now. Yes. You were there when you got arrested.
Yes, I remember. He looks very dangerous.
That's what we found. Yep. How about Martha? Does she do anything when she hears that?
She already assumed that he's gone,
He bounced.
but she has a plan.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna-
Can I see through like whatever like smoke and haze that he's been burning, like his weed smoke?
Evendur is
It's
literally
like a cloud.
Yeah.
It's just a
Just
cloud.
vape cloud.
It's like Pigpen from Peanuts, but it's like
there's like a little game that's on the table. He's like stacking things on it
Yeah.
while you're all talking.
yeah. All right, so that's what I say. That's todo. That's it, man. And then we go.
Grin thanks you for the breakfast.
Oh, he also 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he also gets 2 additional hit die and con
Yeah,
saving
6,
throws on
right?
disease.
It's 6, right? Six characters max?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, I know that you guys are gonna have to take off here and go somewhere. So
You're good with words.
this is my first time of being up on the surface since I've had my skin back. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit and see what I can do." And
I do tell him that you might be able to make some good coin if you go and find Amir. You probably know
he's
Martha.
down in the Underdark.
You probably know the tunnels better than Amir. You might be able to catch up to him. Perhaps
I'll poke around.
Did the dwarves know Grin was down there, or was he so deep that the dwarves were like, who?
No, he came in he went in through a different area into the Underdark.
Okay, sorry, I
And
missed
then
like both of
wandered
those
and
sessions.
meandered for years and finally made his way over into
So
that area.
that's our fishing pole, right? So maybe one day the DM will be cool and like Grin's gonna come back with Amir. Then we can deal with him. But let's make
Martha
I
already has a
want
plan.
to. I want to make Dimitri kill Amir because it's going to be awesome to watch
That
Dimitri
would
kill
be
himself.
amazing. Actually, you know what? Unconsciously, I made the
Subconsciously.
Unconscious.
yeah, subconsciously. Thank you. Not unconscious.
Well, who knows? I don't know Amir. He drinks a lot of
No,
alcohol.
no, no,
Maybe
no.
it is unconscious.
No, subconsciously, I made the opposite or the kryptonite of Amir.
What was that? Is Dimitri?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He could just shed off all the damage and get close.
Nice.
No, but Martha already has a
Did
plan.
not know that
'Kay.
until right now. I'm like, wait a second, he is the opposite of him.
So as we're leaving, I was like kind of getting everything, and we're on the wagon. I'm like, so does anybody have any idea what I might be able to give to Messa? I've kind of given away her tooth. Who?
Her magic
His
too.
girlfriend.
The druid.
No,
The,
no, no,
the
no,
love
no.
of his life.
No,
Oh, not.
the
druid
the
lady.
dwarf druid girl.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
traded
yeah.
her the staff of the python.
Yeah.
Oh, from that guy which
Yeah.
you didn't own.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
You borrowed that as well.
Also true.
Does not look good, my
Ooh,
friend.
baby. Yeah,
So my
right.
goal right now is for him to take over the donut.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one
For an artifact.
smooth it over. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give her the donut shop.
I'll give him like the recipe.
Just give her one bloomshroud.
And yeah, and
Wait,
it
so
can only be-
you have the sword though. You can give
I
the
do.
druid.
Yeah. wanna
I
keep
mean,
that sword.
all you need is that hole that you got in your little. That's all you need, right? The only magical item in all
Ever.
of D&D, you got the one you want.
I actually wear it like a cape.
Just
Yeah, that way
Stuff just like falls in there.
Yeah, half of your body's in and out.
Okay. So I'll start thinking about that. Maybe we won't run into Messa.
Guarantee
maybe
we're
she's
going
dead.
to.
Maybe she's dead.
Yeah.
She ran after.
It was that like
Said that.
Tyrannosaurus Rex
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
something loud or
Yeah,
something.
she ran
like
after
that.
a loud
beast
noise.
of some kind.
In my head, it was that little monster from Lost or whatever. The smoke
The
monster.
She was finding a different route because those dead bodies were.
Oh yeah, yeah. True, very true.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay. So we are. You are fed. You are in the manner of chance. You are now leaving the city.
Yep.
What's everyone doing?
Leaving the city.
Okay.
Yeah. No concerns. I'm
No
not
concerns.
even remotely interested in looking to or trying to find a mirror at all. I'm ready to go.
Understood and noted. Much respect.
I'm not
So,
concerned about the orc baby. None of that.
The problems of the past are being left behind you. Now that it is later in the morning, it is probably 9 in the morning. After having eaten and having spoken, you prepare your belongings and get on your wagon, which has been sitting out in the front. And
I'm on my carpet.
you are on your carpet. Yes, absolutely, you are on your carpet.
Behind and slightly above the
Everybody.
wagon.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get the dust. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
The wagon has
Plus, I'm just
been
kind of better.
sitting there this entire time, and when you go and collect your horses, they look like they have been maintained and have been fed. And probably this is also coming off of your tab. So the
What's that? What are you talking about?
exactly.
So
that
wait
core
a
tab.
second. If he has a tab, once the black hits the red, and he doesn't come back and close it out, and that dude's still living there, is it going in the red in his name?
Oh, unless he pays, they're gonna kick him out.
Oh, okay.
It's on.
Yeah, it's until the money runs out, and that's it.
Yeah.
I would
And I think
hope.
he'll be coming into money soon. Because he's the only supplier.
Oh yeah, he'll be filthy rich. Like that's his new like house or place to stay
Indeed.
probably.
It's good. It's good to be a basilisk poop harvester.
Yeah.
So.
Poop harvester.
That's
Yeah,
where
that's
the
where
food truck
Oh,
comes from.
yeah.
She's like, what does that mean?
Uh,
you didn't know you were,
fertilizer.
I
you didn't
forgot.
know you were smoking
Fertilizer.
the basilisk poop?
No.
It's not the poop,
The fungus
it's
that
the-
No,
goes on
it's the
top
poop.
of the.
It's
It's not the poop. It's the fungus.
Okay.
Oh, did we do anything with the Umber Hall guys?
You put
It
them
was
in your
too
bag.
late. It was too late for you to follow up to see if the mages would take you back.
Oh
Because you were supposed to show them the Umber Hall to try to get back in the mage guild
Maybe we
group
should-
that kicked you out.
We could have done it the night before
No,
when she was whoring herself.
No,
out
it was
for-
too late.
Had your guy, though.
No,
No, it was too late.
That was the same.
Oh, we asked about that. It was
Business
too late.
transaction. It was a business transaction.
Yeah.
Because we tried.
If you, as we're getting like, yeah, I'd be happy to turn around.
Oh
Right.
wait, we
You
already
hadn't
left.
the city. You were like preparing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Yeah, man,
3
you gotta
days
go
out.
do that.
Sorry,
You
guys.
have a minute for like 2 weeks. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay.
go try to get your.
Try to convince my way into
yeah.
the, what's the shadow?
wait.
That was like the one thing he wanted to
Just
do with his life.
metagaming though. Just if he gets in, like, is he staying here to be a part
No,
of
I'm
the
just
group?
gonna.
He
chat
just wants to
with
get in
him.
and they're like, oh, I'm leaving myself.
He's like, you know what? Thanks for letting me in, but I gotta leave anyways. Deuces.
He's going to. Dang it! What's that movie? It's not.
I got accepted, but I'm going to deny
It's
you
not
acceptance.
Pretty Woman, is it? Where she goes back and she's like, "You made
Yeah.
a huge mistake."
No.
Oh yeah, huge.
Yeah.
The Office version is a lot funnier.
I love that
Yeah.
one so much.
12, 20, 15.
So you're going to try and make your way over to Rolo the Red.
Sure.
Okay. It doesn't take too long to find your way to Rolo the Red's tower. Indeed, it looks like a more simple-looking tower based on comparing it to the other wizard buildings in the area. There are no embellishments. There are no flashy signs, for lack of a better word. The other towers and buildings, they all have like glyphs that are glowing on them. They have. You can tell as you get closer to some of the doors that some of them have shields that are in place around them and protective wards that need to be deactivated in order to get within a certain proximity, because you can feel it being uncomfortable as you get closer to those. And when you go over to Rollo's, you don't get any sense of that. It's kind of he has a small yard space in the front that has been fenced off and fenced in, but it looks like it hasn't been maintained at all. There's a cat that's just kind of like walking around and looks like it might be hunting for something that's living amongst the tall weeds that are in the area. And you go and you're gonna knock on the door, and there's also a rope that looks like it probably goes to a bell of some sort.
I'll ring that.
All right.
I get a bad feeling about it.
Go ahead and roll the Constitution save. No, I'm just kidding. You pull on that, and you feel like the clank of something on the other end of it when you pull on it, but you don't hear anything.
Just fireballs.
Except for a... It's an anvil! No. After about 3 minutes, it feels like no one is coming to the door. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna knock on the door next.
Okay. There is no reply coming from the door.
There's no what coming from?
There's no reply coming from inside the building.
I guess he's not here then.
Don't give up that easy.
Wow.
All right. Well, is there anybody surrounding the area?
There's
Immediate
no one
vicinity?
really walking in the proximity of where you are. That no one's really paying attention to what's going on in front of here. Did you want to be stealthy walking through Rollos? I didn't have you roll a stealth check, but I can have you posthumously roll one.
No, I wasn't walking stealthily there.
Okay, all right. So you had seen people like pass by you on the street, but no one's really paying attention to you. So you make it to Rollo's house. No one's looking at you or watching you. What do you do?
I'm gonna go to the house next door, the shop next door, and knock on that.
Okay. You go over. There are two. One is kind of a 2-story building that has stonework that's finely done up and down, and then you see just kind of timber framing on it where the stone and some type of mortar has been used to fill in the holes. And the door itself looks like it has been magically manipulated to be this weird looking shape, because it's not like the regular shape of the door. Instead, it looks more like it has been morphed to be reminiscent of some type of creature. And you go up to that door. As you approach, you feel the presence of, it kind of makes your skin crawl as you're getting closer, and you feel some type of a shield that you're approaching.
That's your douchebagometer. Nobody likes them but you.
I'm gonna I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna go back to Rollo Red's place,
Okay.
and I'm gonna force the door open.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Are you going to try and kick the door open, or are you just going to
Well,
try the door?
I'm gonna try investigating first.
Sure.
Maybe there's some kind of hidden handle somewhere or lock.
You go and touch the handle. You turn the handle.
Yeah.
It's unlocked.
Oh. So I'm gonna open it and look inside.
The door swings open on heavily creaking hinges. As it opens, and you see that it is completely sunless. There's no light coming from the inside of this room. The interior looks like furniture has been placed there, but it hasn't been used in years. There is go ahead and roll an investigation check.
14.
Okay. Yeah. So you see heavy dust over all of the things that are in the air. There's a table. There is a cabinet that has various glasses and plateware and everything in there, and it is just covered in dust and everything. You do, however, see that the floor has kind of a path that's walking, whoever walks in the front door goes a certain way over to a door that's on the opposite side of the room. Other than that, this entire room looks undeterred and untouched.
I'm gonna walk that path
Okay.
carefully.
You are hardcore, dude.
Walking across the floor, there's an occasional, like, it sounds like a loose floorboard where it's like, as you step on it and make it over to the door. And when you get near the door, you can just hear a faint sound coming from the other side of it. It sounds kind of like a hum or a thrum of some kind.
Can I make a check to see if that is probably like an incantation being carried out or something?
Sure, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
17.
17. It doesn't appear to be something that's magical in nature. It sounds like something being dragged across the floor, but constantly.
Alright, I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay, you knock on
Yeah.
the door.
I'm so
Wait,
happy
you
right
broke
now.
in and now you're knocking on the door?
Yeah.
He's inside the house.
I mean, he doesn't want to be rude.
Right. I would probably do the same thing if I was in this scenario. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Rolo, is anybody there? Is anybody home?
Your door's broken.
Hey, your door's wide open when I just walked in.
You have like a cat or something? Because I don't know, somebody's in here.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everything's all right because
Yeah,
this door
just
is wide
checking on
open.
that.
Right as soon as you knock on the door, you hear this like something falling off of something, and the footsteps on the other side of the door, like something running up to the door, and it just quickly opens a little bit, and you see on the other side Rolo the Red, and he's standing in there, and his eyes look like they're bloodshot, like he hasn't slept at all. And well, yes, what can I do for you?
Everything all right in there? What's
How did you get into my house?
The door was open.
The cat?
Listen to me, young man. If you're
I knocked on the door. There's no answer.
wait a minute. If you
You don't remember me?
why did you walk inside my house? That is the question that I have right now.
I came looking for you.
You came look. Why did you look for me?
So I got these things here. These Umberhall guys. I just want to see if you have any use for these
You
things.
have Umber Hulk eyes.
Yeah, you don't remember?
No,
We
you
got
have
that-
regular eyes, friend. They look regular. They are in your head.
No, I pull them out of my bag.
So,
Ooh, are they just like gooey?
Yeah.
Like the little thing
Fresh.
you use? That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
You reach into your bag and hold on, I have a thing for this.
Of course he does. Always prepared.
There is something strange
Yeah!
about what you pull out of your bag.
This is a scroll.
A rolled scroll is the only thing that comes out when you summon forth the Umberhulk eyes.
So.
Oh, wow.
You should
Interesting.
read
Did you
it.
have anything to do with this?
I have not. What are you talking about? I've been in my house the
Amir
whole
took
night.
him $100, says that's from Amir.
Oh, that would be so hilarious. How did he do that?
Okay, gold pieces, not real dollars.
Just I owe you.
My wife would kill
I
me.
owe you.
Yeah, right.
How did he do that? Mind equals blown. if
You pull out the scroll and begin reading in front of you, and Rolo.
Where are the eyes?
hello.
Listen, if you like, you can sit down. I give you what I have drink. I'll bring you drink.
He goes over, and the door opens
Yeah.
wide. You see, there's this like a stone that's rolling in place, and it's like going in a circle, and it has a thing in the center, and it's constantly churning, kind of like a stone mill, but it's pushing on its own. There's nothing moving it. There's nothing, like no apparent water source or animal or anything like that.
It's like
Anyways,
a
this is all in the background as you're.
throwback horchata machine that mixes it. It's just mixing the drink, right? Continuously.
There's some weird stuff going on in this room. There is a roaring fire that's going on in the fireplace.
So, comparatively speaking, Rolo's house is a dump compared to his house. Or where he's at. Or that was a different game.
Vendor's house is super nice.
Oh, okay. So it's still nice in this game. Okay.
The vendors'
well-
houses are super nice.
No, he had to change. We're in a different world.
So you have eyes, and I have room. You are in my house.
Okay, so.
Oh, that was
So,
that's
Meta,
real?
do I have the Umberhall guys? Did they completely disappear? Or
No, there's nothing in your bag of holding.
You got Jack, son.
How?
You got Jack.
I don't get it. What happened?
Dude, it's probably that girl. Who is that girl you were hanging out
Oh,
it wasn't
dude,
mine.
double burn? Oh, man.
with? You are marked, brother.
She's like
So-
a serial thief
How
that
did
knows
they
where
get
you
in
are.
your bag of holding?
You,
It's like when
were
you
given your
feed
bag
a
of
stray
holding
dog. It's like
by your
always there.
parents.
Oh, okay. So they
Before-
can manipulate it in some way.
So they have some type of
What?
attachment to it where they were.
They drafted
putting
it out of
money
your
in there
account?
for your tuition.
Oh, and then he's like, you're a drug dealer. We're taking our money back.
That
You're
is
broke."
awesome.
You left your weed
He's
pipe
like,
in
what?
your-
Dang.
How'd you find out? No, I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what
your
I
mom and dad went through your room. They found
Yeah.
like a bone, and they found like a bunch of condoms,
said. Yeah.
Guys.
They found the Umber Hulk eyes and they're like, you're
like
up
bottles
to no
of
good.
Visine.
He's
So
gone
they
too
probably-
far.
They probably have it then, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We need to go. Okay, we need to go murder his parents and Amir.
Done.
All right, well, never mind.
That was just the
Awkward.
delay.
Hold on, it's coming back to me. You are. Holy moly, we were in Underdark together.
yeah, you just remember that now?
It's all coming back to me. If you were.
Hey, he's
Where
a
is your
user.
sword?
He's
You were fatter. You had sword,
No.
bow and arrow.
Talking
That's,
about.
that's somebody else.
Beard, you shave.
That's the handsome one.
That was, yeah, you're talking about something. Anyway, what are you doing over here? What's this contraption you're working with?
This
Oh,
is
this is an experiment.
this is drug house.
right,
exactly.
That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
He's a user, man. He's a user.
He's very sophisticated. I don't even know how it works entirely.
If it is drugs, you wouldn't be able to recognize a user.
Yeah, you should roll, man.
Can I make a check on what?
Yeah, perception check on your surroundings.
The best vaporizer.
13.
13. The air, it has a scent to it that does smell similar to what the bloomshroud smells like up close.
So this is more.
However, there is something like different about it because bloomshroud was more of like it mellowed you out.
Yeah.
He looks really wired right now.
Paranoid.
It's like the cocaine version, I guess.
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on. in his room.
He drank like wine and coffee Yeah, it's
So
like Red Bull and
I
wine.
tell him, so this looks a lot, this reminds me of the bloomshroud. What is it? So are you manufacturing drugs right now or something?
Oh,
That is
no.
illegal.
I do not manufacture, friend. No, this is a room where we do experiments.
Can I help you experiment?
No,
He's
you
all pulled
are
a Zippo.
interested.
He's breaking down.
He takes out.
Roll a
He takes
persuasion
out what
check
he
with
got.
advantage.
So Evendur is just.
Yeah.
12.
A 12?
Yeah.
All right, Fred, if you would like to try it, I can get. He goes over and grabs. There's a
You're about to join the Russian mob.
there's a box on the table, and when he goes and brings it over, you hear something moving around inside it,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh.
he takes it and places it on a table right in front of you. Okay, all you need to do is reach into the box.
Whoa, I'm not reaching into no box.
No, I
What's
want
inside
them
here?
anywhere near you. Okay, you touch the box, you open the lid, you put your hand inside, and you grab the frog. Then you
Amir
take
did
frog,
that.
you rub on your chest, put it back in box. If you do not let go of frog, you will probably die. So you have to put back in box
It's
immediately,
like cane toads, basically.
and then you
Lick the
run
frog.
over to stone wheel. You touch end of stone wheel as it hits the third notch, and then that is when you will see some crazy Karsagi stuff.
Okay, well, I need my senses intact right now, so.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to thank you as a generous offer.
Hey, that was a very mature decision. Good job.
You quit the business. He's being like grown up now.
If we could get Riven
I
to
know, right?
lawyer,
This
we'd
blinks out
be
for a
Then
solid.
Martha gets what she wants finally.
Yeah.
I don't have time to trip right now because my friends are waiting on me.
Rolo's like
very
eyes kind of like glaze over.
I thought you
But
were
I
down.
have.
Whoa! Did you just do it? This crazy, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Totally imagining things
moly.
right now.
Holy
So-
moly! This room is shrinking,
So
growing.
is it Yolky Polky? That's what they say.
Yoki.
Yolky Polky.
Hey.
Boy, babe. Yolky
So
Polky.
Meta, does he have a bunch of stuff lying around? Like
There's a
No! Not a mature decision.
there.
Dadgummit, guys.
There are a few books out on the table. They look like they've just been kind of placed there, but they're like the only objects that you see have been deliberately placed on the table. There's a bag and there's a staff near the door.
I didn't hear you.
Put it on a
Copy
notebook.
spells out of his
Spells
book,
out of his
dude.
book.
Oh, you're not stealing
I was
anything.
thinking of
I don't
stealing
really
a
have a
scroll. Like,
photographic
shit.
memory though, I mean.
I know, just take one.
So I'm just gonna alright, hey,
Slide
what,
it in.
He has a photographic memory?
No, he doesn't have it.
hey, what are these books over here?
Did
What are you
you
working
touch
on?
books?
Yes, I did.
Don't touch books. Crazy things happen. Yoki pokey things
Yoki
happen.
Yoki.
That's awesome.
These books over here, what are these all?
Oh,
Spell
these-
books?
So you put the books on the table and you read them and things. You
Dang,
can,
he is baked, man.
Yeah, dude, he is like,
Just like,
he is the living version of Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Except he's not dead.
That's brilliant. Can I
He's that
can I borrow
useless.
these?
if you're going to borrow, then you need to pay the cashier. Yes.
I don't have any money.
Just say okay.
Come on, bro.
Typical genius. He's
I
like,
know, right? He's like,
everything's literal.
Yep, he's like, I don't know where the cashier's at.
Yeah. Do you have change for a platinum? It's like you only carry platinum.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right.
You'll need to stop moving. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm standing still.
Oh, you should do that like trick thing you do at drunk
Yeah,
people is like
like-
hold them off.
I can't concentrate when you are talking like that. Okay. So you need to stop talking like that.
Okay.
Wait. Yes. What?
Whispered.
Who did that?
What?
What are you talking about?
You said I could take
When did you get
You
here?
said
You said I could take you said I could take these books.
Did
You said I could borrow them.
Did you walk into my house?
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
I hate drunk people so bad.
Listen. You just reach your hand inside the box.
Oh
then
my.
you take the frog out. You
So
roll.
rubbing on
I pay 3 hours later. Well, guys, good session.
How many books are there?
There are 3 books on 2 different tables.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up all 3 books and just hold them.
Sure.
Well, Rolo, thank you very much for giving these to me. I really appreciate it. You're most generous and just
Don't
giving these
mention
to
it.
me.
If you, where did you go?
Oh my God.
Goodbye, Rolo. Thank you very much for your time. I close the door. I leave and I close the door behind me.
It's like off the hinges.
Close the door behind you. You hear like something else fell in that room behind you, and
Frog
just
got
like
out.
weird.
the frog gets out. Yeah.
Oh no!
Rubs against his familiar. Familiar starts wigging out.
So I walk out of the building altogether.
What did you
All
get
right,
books?
so
I have no idea. Can I open it? I'm gonna open one and just
like,
look at
are
it.
you like as you're walking out of the building, you're opening them, or what are you doing?
I
Like,
just
do you open them before you walk out of the building, or?
I'm well outside the building.
Okay, so as you walk outside there and you go past the threshold of the front door, the books themselves kind of like they're being held inside
Magnets.
the door somehow.
Oh, wow.
Like, there's some type of magical conjuration that's keeping them inside this building.
Rolo's lost his books
Yeah.
before.
I underrated. I underestimated.
But you can be in
him.
like that front room that's.
I'm gonna open them and start looking at the stuff.
Sure, you see like disorganized notes. Like it looks like he tried to keep a journal.
And it
at one time.
says, put your hand in the box.
Yes,
You have
exactly.
the
Step
frog.
one.
No, but the directions start to like
Rub the frog
slant
on your chest.
and
Yeah.
nonsense.
The castle. Ah.
Just hieroglyphics.
Yeah, no,
It's just drawings of a frog.
it looks like he tried to keep like a journal of like experiments that he was doing, and as you like read over, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy has so many more things that he has done that are bad. Like
This is unhealthy.
you're reading through it, you're like, oh, that's not going to be good for you.
He was
No,
saving us.
what you are seeing is like the future of Evendur if he doesn't stop doing drugs. This is your life, man. You've maxed at 5th level.
so-
All you can cast is dancing lights.
So that's
only spell you
Benjen
remember.
right here.
Spell
That's
dark.
Benjen right here. He just comes up.
Yeah, and then a mirror on the other shoulder.
Like,
That's
Like, dude,
yeah.
so you're like, all right, so this one's a weird book. You put that down, and then you look over on the other book. This one has a couple of spells that you see in it.
Nice.
Tear 'em out.
I can't take it.
It's not
It's
in the
possible I
book.
could tear the page out. I don't think I want to do that. I might just copy it down.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check to
Got
see
this.
if you can ascertain
How
the
long is that
information
gonna take?
that is contained.
With advantage?
He is high as a kite. He has all
Yeah.
the time in the world.
Yeah. Is it gonna, yeah, advantage makes sense.
Alright, 22.
22.
Well done.
So, reading it and finding out how the spell itself would work, this one appears to be the spell that is Dispel Magic.
Oh! Copy it! How long is that going to take me to copy
So,
down?
to
Yeah,
copy
rip it
it
out.
over, it would
It takes
probably
cold too. I
take
think.
like an 8-hour period where you need to like sit down and very meticulously and have your expensive ink
I'll stay another day.
copy it over.
I'm going to make an attempt to tear the page.
He's like, the book's magic. He's like,
Okay.
No, because they were able to rip his book. Remember?
no, but that book could be something else. Or like a magical,
So
a magical.
If you have Keen Mind, can he like screenshot that image in his head and then copy it?
He.
possible.
How do you rule that?
If he has what?
Keen Mind, it's like
You can memorize
you
anything.
can recall any. I don't know how you want to rule it, but
It's anything within the last 30 days that you've read.
you know,
I
Where
think
is
or-
that fee? Is that?
it's in the player's handbook. Yeah, it's
It's
Keen
the
Mind.
OG.
Yeah, it's
the OG.
That's what Caleb's using.
Yeah, you get in +1, and then you get.
I think definitely Caleb abuses it for sure, but
Well, I like that what he says
It's like,
is.
oh,
like,
Caleb
I don't
knows.
remember this, but Caleb definitely
Yeah.
remembers this.
yeah, that's why he took it so he can ask Matt anything that he said in the last 30 days.
How about
I-
this?
I'm
what was
okay
that?
with Hold on, let me look up that feat really fast. Wait, do you have Keen Mind?
No,
No.
Oh,
I'm asking.
Yeah, why are you looking? Are you
if-
giving him keen mind?
I'll take it. I just wanted to-
Hey, is the last book a tome that gives him +1 intel permanently?
Well, you don't know what those other books are that you have.
Yeah.
No.
There is one more book.
Yeah,
that he
one
has.
book was
Yeah.
just scribbles, and then.
Well, I want to try something first. I'm going to try to put the books inside the bag of holding.
Your parents are gonna take it.
That's fine. I mean, we can. We can
He
meet
knows
up
where
with
his
them
parents
later.
live.
I mean, they're in the
He
same.
meets up with them later. He's like, "Oh, I stole your spell book. My bad. Here you go."
Actually, just the spell book, not the drug book.
Good call.
What's the third one though?
Yeah, let's-
Did you look at? Did you look at?
No,
I'll open the third book first, actually.
The
Take a
third book does not have anything inside it, but it looks like it's very worn.
Oh,
Lies.
it's a nice. It's a blank spell book for you. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
You might have magical properties.
Ooh, invisible ink.
You can roll an Arcana check to determine
He
it,
did.
or you can cast Identify or Detect Magic and do the.
I'll identify them. I'll try to identify all of them.
Yeah, can't you do a ritual?
Yeah.
Just spend 10 minutes.
And which one are you trying to identify?
The one with nothing in it.
Oh, okay.
You can also do the spell book to see it, because Ben, can spell books be magical as well?
Sometimes.
Spellbooks can be magical.
Right, do I just want to do to all of them?
So what? So just real quick, meta, because I don't even know the answer to this. What happens when a mage steals another mage's spell book? They could use it, right?
They
Up to the levels in which they're able to.
so they can learn those spells.
Because they have to
And-
know them.
No, but they could open it up and use it if they have the equivalent level of.
And the components that are required,
Right.
assuming you don't have an
Oh, that's
arcana
dope. You don't even have to copy them. Just use his book. Just open it
Why
up
does he
like
carry around
it's yours.
6
and be
books?
like,
So you try to place it. Oh, so no, you did identify.
Yeah.
Okay, so identifying the blank book, you can tell that there is some type of a conjuration that's hiding what's being written down in this book.
Dude, it's gotta be good for sure. It's
dude.
probably his
Yeah.
dear diary.
Unless you know,
Today
however
I
it is
tried
that
the-
he
It's dancing lights.
takes it away, you can't.
Oh, this is
you
dancing
can't
lights.
summon that knowledge forth unless you have the word or the gesture or whatever. It's
But
either
if you
a somatic or verbal thing that activates it, or both.
It's the
if
frog.
he identifies it though, he would know if it would unlock that little feature, right?
You would think so, but something seems to be keeping it away from your
It's the
ability
frog.
to.
You need the frog to rub on it.
Do I need to be high as a kite?
Steal a frog.
Oh, that's what it is. Frog juice.
Well,
It is.
so
Frog
I'm
juice
gonna
unlocks it.
I'm gonna put all 3 books in the bag of holding.
Nice.
Okay. The moment that you begin putting them in the bag, you hear and this strange-looking monkey that's flying appears in the air behind you, and he says, "Well, what do you think you're doing?"
I'm taking these books that he gave me.
Well, I don't think that he gave you those books.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
think I know what's going on here. Now, you can't take those books out of this building
Why not?
because they belong to Rollo.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Who am I? What are you doing in my master's house?
Oh, you're the servant here.
You know what a familiar is.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. He's just
I didn't know if familiar could talk though. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
But you knew that. Your
If
character knows
if they touch a frog long enough, they
a vendor knows that flying thing is probably his familiar.
Look, he's going to be really upset when he comes to and sees that it is not in his house.
All right, fine. I'm gonna go back in there and say hi to Rollo again.
You're going to say hi to Rollo? Okay, all right.
And he's like, he's flapping in the air behind you,
illusion? No.
and is following you back into the
How much
room.
HP does a familiar have?
Low, real low, like 10 or less. You would know that.
Yeah,
Fireball.
that's true.
if you
A
didn't drop
vendor
out
would
of
know.
school.
A vendor would know that familiars aren't powerful at all.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to get this information peacefully first.
Oh, and a vendor would also know that you don't technically kill it. You just like unsummon it
Yeah.
essentially, and you would have to
Send
resummon
it
it.
back to its plane or whatever.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, open the door, see what happens. He's going to be mad.
He's really high right now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well.
It's Tuesday. It's his day off.
Wait, so when I was trying to put the book in, was anything stopping me from doing it? Or was this just
The books
Yeah,
went
your
inside the bag of
conscience.
holding,
Oh,
and
okay.
then the
So they're
creature
already in
appeared.
there.
Just get Rollo to say yes.
All right, hey, familiar, goodbye. I start walking out the door.
Oh man.
He's like, why am I listening
I
to
don't know.
Wait a minute.
I don't know why you're talking
You
to
have
me.
dispel magic, right? Dispel the familiar.
No, he
Well,
needs
I
8
need, like,
hours. Oh, he
He has it right there.
You got
Cast it as a
level 3
ritual.
spells? You got level 3 spells? You
Yeah.
have?
Is it level 3 spell?
Yeah.
He has to prepare those.
No,
He's gonna have to
he
cast.
doesn't.
No.
Rolo's, it's in Rolo's book prepared. He could use Rolo's book to dispel whatever's on his own book.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a 23 to hit.
He's attacking
Yeah.
you, bro.
No.
No.
If I were to
If you
attack him.
dispel it.
No, he just attacked you.
Yeah.
'Cause you're like,
You
"Bye,
said
familiar."
goodbye,
Started walking
familiar,
out.
and you turn his back to him or
So he's
whatever.
attacking me?
He was attacking you.
He's
Oh.
a dirtbag.
How much
Yeah,
damage?
kill
How
it,
much damage?
kill it, kill it,
So,
kill it, bro.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving
You
throw.
have a lot of fireball.
Why is it like a super powerful familiar?
So,
Oh my god, a 4.
Alright, so you take
Yes.
7 piercing damage plus.
Dang.
It's a monkey.
What's your Oh, you're good, bro.
You
I
take,
mean, I'll live.
You're gonna kill him. Yeah, but one of your spells, you'll kill it into dust, and then you could be
you
out.
take 9 poison damage on top of the 7. So 16.
You're
damage.
good, dude.
And he's like flying above you, and there's a stinger that's behind him, and that's what has lashed out and stung you.
Yeah, but if I miss.
Go ahead and roll.
You won't miss. Cast
for
the
initiative.
spell.
This isn't gonna go bad.
That
This isn't gonna go bad, bro.
surprise
Here, you
round.
can use this.
so we're shopping for
dead.
rations, right? We're like, oh yeah, we gotta load these
And
wagons.
Homeboy's still.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
That's
20,
that's just
whatever.
initiative.
Yeah, I know. That means you go first, and you're about to
Yes,
kill
yeah,
him.
you get to go first.
All it
Okay.
takes is one spell,
Well, you
bro.
get to go first in the first round.
Alright, well.
Surprise round, you go in, or the monster got you.
What happens if his
No,
arm is
he
like
knows
buried?
it. It's an imp. He's a mage. What?
What happens if his like.
Dude, they're weak. You know they're weak.
How do you anybody
Hey,
get so much
DM.
damage? 16 damage.
No, but DM, his character knows about familiars, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You-
So
you
he
should-
knows
you should
how
learn.
weak or strong they usually are based on blah blah blah.
You do.
So
Normally
you could
it's
ask
based
him
on
questions.
the wizard who had summoned it. And, I mean, Rolo he's a mediocre level wizard. Not, by no means was he like an arch wizard that you need to worry.
Do you know how powerful they are?
So he's
generally
He's a
speaking,
senior
to
in
kill
college.
you. if you're like
He
a
dropped out 3
sophomore,
years before you.
Yeah. All the books are different now,
So
though.
yeah,
It's like-
you turn
New
around, you
versions,
see because you have a Kaleem's eye, you can see invisible things, right?
yeah.
So you do see that the creature has turned invisible and
He
is
thinks
floating
he's invisible. He's like,
behind you, and you're staring.
Alright, well, I guess I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
Whoa!
Okay,
nice.
go ahead and make a ranged spell attack roll.
Nice.
25.
So you're within 5 feet of him, so
Yeah.
it will be with disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
20.
Not 20.
So it'll still be 19
So
plus
19,
6.
19
19
is
plus 6
25
is a
and then
hit.
not 20.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
it hits, it
Eldritch
hits.
Blast damage.
What is
This is a
it?
very
I
good
think
roll.
it's a D12. The D12 for Eldritch Blast? Or
2
D10?
beams at level, so 2d10.
Oh, 2D10? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dead.
That should be like totally fine.
He's just gonna be like, you can see me.
We just let Evendur buy all of our stuff because he just.
Not that great. 5 damage.
Okay, so the Eldritch Blast takes it and it hits it in the leg and it blasts a portion and a chunk out of the leg and the creature becomes visible even though it doesn't matter to you.
He's like, you could see me.
How'd you do that? Says, look, just drop it. Just take it out of your bag and we'll let you go. You're not supposed to take things that don't belong to you.
So we definitely burned the bridge.
Use that as an opportunity to attack him.
Oh yeah, he spent his round talking. That's a good point. Good job, Ben. Good job.
Just be like,
Amir.
wait, I got this. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm gonna
Sand in
take
the
it.
eyes.
Okay.
The scribble one?
Huh?
Wait, he didn't see what books went in.
He did. He saw all of them.
Oh, he saw it.
Because you had them open and then we're reading through all of them. So he was waiting to see if you were going to do anything, and then are you?
Surprise attack, bro.
I'm gonna. So I take the books back out.
Suggestion.
Yes.
You're gonna leave me alone because I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I take the books out, put them on a table, and then I'm gonna cast suggestion on them.
To go ask Rolo.
Hey, sorry
Very
for
well, what were
meta.
you
Sorry
going
for
to
meta,
suggest?
Ben.
I'm gonna suggest.
Go ask Rolo if he gave them to me.
Huh?
Then go ask Rolo if he gave them to me.
No.
This Rolo's high. He might say yes.
Yeah. No, just tell him it's in his best interest to leave you alone, or you'll kill him.
No, well, I mean, I'll say in the suggestion, I'll say, hey, Rolo actually gave me these books, so you should let me lead with them.
All right, it's wisdom.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw against 15 DC.
Okay. He says, something isn't right. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Tell him to talk to Rolo.
Where?
So do I have your permission to leave now with these books?
Listen, you can take them, but you got to bring them back.
Yes. I promise. That was part of the original deal that I'd bring them back.
All right, we're going to be watching you.
Got it.
Hold on. He moves over and has.
The GPS tracking device.
Yeah, he like shoots you with the GPS.
He moves up to you and he has a little needle and he's about to prick you with it.
I grab his hand like, hey, what is that? What are you trying to do?
Look, I just need to drop your blood.
I'll just blast.
Yep.
Alright, fine, take it.
All right. He
You let
takes from your index finger,
He's
just pokes it
growing
really
up,
quick.
man. The
man.
older
Grabs
vendor
a
would have been
cloth,
like,
dabs it,
"Bark."
and
Dead.
Give me these
then
moves.
leaves it. He takes the cloth and puts it over on the table.
What are you gonna do with that blood?
No, but he knows that you could track with blood, right? He would know that being a.
It seems like it would be some kind of occult magic that you're not familiar
Oh,
with.
okay.
So, it must be a blood pact.
You're cursed, bro.
Yeah, so
You're
who
gonna
cares?
get
You can
fucked
give
up.
him back his
I'm gonna really have to
Just
use
give him
books back.
FedEx or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, but I can actually copy them now, so that's fun.
Yeah, but who's to say he's gonna destroy the blood you just gave him?
Wait, what?
The blood that you just donated.
Yeah.
If you send his books back, who's to say he doesn't keep
I'll
your
just-
blood?
Totally
for
gonna
whatever?
make. He's gonna make
A clone of him.
familiar of him.
Yeah. Like a straight up full clone of a vendor.
Whatever.
Simulacrum
As
of
his
a-
All right, so
Yeah.
so he takes your blood, has it on a cloth, and says, "All right, so
All right, cool. Thanks.
you."
See you later.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll see you. You walk. You walk out the door. The books are in your bag of holding,
Yeah. That is
and
awesome.
you can cross over the threshold to the door. because
So
the books
he
are
is
there.
definitely probably bleeding from that wound. That was half of his life. He's like, all right, thanks. Half of his face is full.
He just pricked it.
Oh no, from the initial attack.
Oh.
Yeah, the
16
poison
damage.
stinger. That's half of his life.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt a lot. A lot more of it was like the poison. You just feel like the residual effect of it, like this achiness to your
I wanted
body.
to mark
But,
those for him.
You
If he would
are
have took
walking
Demitri,
free in the streets.
that bird would have been cutting.
All right. I guess I'll rejoin with the group.
Okay, you make your way through the streets, and on a couple of the avenues in the arcane district. Now that time has gone by and people are starting to go out in the streets, you see one or two people walk over, see you, and then turn around and start walking the other way.
That's,
in other directions.
that's still in effect, I guess. Whatever. I'm not gonna. Whatever. I don't bother them.
You
could just all just blast them.
Yeah.
You get back to where the wagon
can
is.
always
The wagon
watch. You
is saddled. It's ready to go. And I don't remember if you guys brought both wagons to the Man of Chance, or if you left one out in the jungle.
I think we
We brought
we-
both.
brought both.
Yeah. One had all the blacksmith stuff on it. And a bunch of other
Right.
stuff.
And then the other one had all the baking stuff. So
So how much would it take to get rations for everybody for the travel back?
Probably about 7 silver,
Okay,
just for the journey back. Enough food to get you there.
I'll pay for that.
What was that thing we got? We each got 2D, two hit dying or something.
That I was.
From the food. They,
Oh, from
they-
Gorm.
So when you take a short rest, you can use 2 extra hit dice to.
To restore
Oh,
health.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
okay.
restore.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can sit on the wagon and take a short
Yeah.
rest while you're moving.
While his blood's just dripping all over everywhere.
Trying to look at these books and like bleeding all over the books too.
Oh
So something we didn't do last week, is he didn't identify those 3 books that he stole.
No, earlier.
So he has
And-
6 books.
So he has 3 more, but I imagine his
Creating
parents
his
had
own
those
library.
books. But
They are now. They were in the bag of holding.
Okay, so
but,
those
but
are now.
he would have identified him last time though.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Guys, I have something to tell you. So apparently everything that we put inside of my bag of holding is now transported to my parents' house.
Wow.
Lesson learned.
They
Don't ever
they
trust your
came
parents.
up. They came up. They
He
got
just
the
told us
book.
everything.
Yeah. So I think.
Yeah,
that's-
so-
Yeah, he
I'm
just
assuming
said
that when I put the books, the 3 new books inside the bag, they got transported immediately.
You reach into the bag and they are still in there.
Oh, okay.
You're not sure if you keep
probably
them
don't
in there,
leave them in there.
if they will check periodically, and then.
They're just like, oh, a new deposit came in.
Yeah.
So I take them out.
All right.
So do you?
You
so
should
those,
probably
those
like
3
destroy
from
that
last
bag
week.
of holding.
Nah, it's
Or sell it.
it's useful.
Those 3 from last week are. Will he just find out later what they are, or do you want to go through that? Is the book bound in leather with bunny fur,
Right.
grimoire of
I think he already-
Eridipos and common?
yeah,
I don't know.
think he already.
I mean, he gave us some info, on them, but I don't know what they do.
It's on.
It says
But
book-
honestly,
book
it doesn't.
and-
It doesn't matter because you don't actually have the books anymore.
No, but there's a chance if it was a spell.
But he could have known. He
Cap-
could have read
like-
through it.
copied it during like the day that he had it. So there's a chance that he could have.
Yeah,
Copies of the-
you're right.
Book and woven silk in Chiridion of psychedelic crystals.
So yeah, so if you want to recover
Omen.
those items, you guys want to take a trip to Crane's Stronghold?
Yeah, we do.
A family estate at Crane's Stronghold. That's my place. We can get there on his back when we get.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull this up a different
Ooh,
way.
that's way more.
Do we have any like objectives currently? Do we have any goals right now?
No, we're just adventuring.
You guys want to take a trip to my place?
Yeah, let's
no,
do
no,
it.
first
Oh, we need to deliver the
we
drugs.
got divest from Ithon and then go over.
That
So-
is deep in the king's territory.
Yeah. I was about to say, did you look it up?
We should probably
We should probably go
adventure
there.
along the way, right?
Sure. Yeah.
We should totally go up there.
Down.
How far is Batoon from there?
Watoon is the
that-
opposite direction. Well, you could go to Watoon and then get a boat and take a boat all the way up the coast. That would be faster than traveling through the jungle and mountains and hills and
Hey,
everything.
Amir's from the sunless.
And you would avoid the keep where the king is, the castle and everything.
Your Martha probably remembers
Yeah.
that because Amir had mentioned that.
Do any of you guys
She's not
have
going that route. She's not going that route.
any of you guys have business in Watoon by any chance?
Nope. I don't think I do.
I'd like to pick something up. It's called the Malefic Articles of Uasin. And that is another thing I want to pick up while we're there. If you guys are interested.
Down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do that. We'll go to Uasin, do some other stuff. Hit up some quests along the way, and then go to the Crane Stronghold.
I'm really excited that we're allowing Evendur to take over. This is going to be fantastic.
This one's gonna be.
I
the
kind of
one
just want to see his
remember.
house, like where he grew up.
Oh, it's
He's
probably
going to
fine.
steal from
Yeah.
us.
He said it's an estate. He said it's an estate.
Family estate.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna own some of that property.
Yeah, you guys cannot steal my stuff.
No,
Can't
My
or
parents'
should
parents'
not?
stuff. I don't know, maybe with my approval, we'll see.
It just goes
Are
missing.
you gonna steal your parents' stuff?
Well, what if they don't give you your stuff back that was in your bag of holding?
I mean, they
Yeah,
said
that's
they'll give it to
So
me.
you're gonna have to steal it.
Fireball.
Letter. I don't know if does anybody want to read this letter I got.
He'll use that letter and take it to the region of Creighton
Dang,
Tower.
cut off, man. Your funds are heretofore held.
Yeah, 15,000 gold.
Jeez.
Acknowledged in our surprise upon writing to the Wizard Academy in Watoon and receiving further
They
correspondence
went to like
that you
your graduation and
left
were like, "Where's
the
Evendur?"
university of your own accord. High Wizard Sarah has rescinded
Sarah. She's not a real
TZERA, has rescinded their daughter as a proper bride as a result.
Ooh,
Not
what?
only does
I
this
get
place
married.
your mother and I into an awkward predicament, but it is an unearned shame for our family.
So I, as Riven's reading this, like, Benjen's like, "Oh man, you are a bigger screw up than I thought."
There may be a reasonable explanation for your disappearance, but I must insist that you return to the family
Yeah.
estate
You
near
quit to
Creighton
become a
Stronghold.
drug dealer.
You guys cannot tell them that. You guys got to give me a proper good account.
Dang, we-
So good
we
news
shall
is
return-
Amir's not here.
Yeah.
But Demitri, I don't know how he is.
We shall return these strange items
Oh,
when you
that's right.
arrive. Sincerely disappointed, Evendur Strongneck first.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
He had the same exact name.
Dang.
He's the first. You're the second. You're junior. And we didn't know that until now, so
Junior!
we're probably gonna start calling you.
Oh yeah, you are called Junior. Heretofore. Yep.
Heretofore Junior.
The adventurer formerly known as Evendur.
The second.
Yep. Call you number 2.
The 3 books. Which was the first one that you want me to go over?
Book bound in leather with bunny fur, the Grimoire of Erdipos in common, written in common.
Excellent. So, this book has many of its pages that are marked with indecipherable symbols. However, what you can read that is in common when you use this book to prepare to do a skill check for performance checks, this gives you a +1 bonus to charisma performance checks when you read it in conjunction with it. It goes over various techniques that you can use to engage an audience and to increase your own confidence in preparation. So it's kind of it appears mundane in its purpose, but when you do read it and study it, there's something magically behind it that pushes it forward. Hence why the dwarves are holding on to it for whatever reason.
Sounds like something. What's her name would get
Oh, yeah.
from Martha.
But
The
it's
second
gone.
one is, oh, are you done with that one?
No, go ahead. Yeah,
The second one is a book in woven silk, the Enchiridion of psychedelic crystals, I think, written in Elven.
what was? Hold on, let me see the name.
Hey, what did I give you?
Enchiridion?
The
The Horn of Orcus? I don't know
Enchiridion
what that is.
What was the last word?
of Psy crystals.
Oh,
PSY. I can't remember if it was psychedelic,
Oh,
psychological.
that's to make flying ship.
that's
something.
right. So, this one, when what language was it written in?
Elven.
Elven. You speak Elven, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Yes. So, when reading this book, you can see that if you were to study it for a long enough amount of time, you would be able to carry on a conversation with an extraplanar being in a small capacity.
That would be awesome.
After like reading it for a certain amount of time, it will give you the ability to ask general questions to some connection, some entity that is connected to this tome.
That sounds like some bad decision we would make.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
That's going to happen at some point, without a doubt.
Wait, so we
Probably
have
like
we have
with
these
your
books right now, or are they?
You do not have
Inside the
Yeah.
portal will make. So if we cast a ritual inside the portal, what happens?
you
That portable hole.
can certainly
Yeah.
try.
Be
See what
awesome.
happens. And the last one is a tomb with gemstones embedded in iron plates written in celestial.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and you don't speak Celestial.
No.
Nobody.
Do you
here
have
speaks
comprehend languages?
No, I don't.
What kind of wizard are you?
So even though you could identify it, you can
Can't
only
read
tell that this book, the magical property of the book, is that it can only be opened within the cloister of gardens.
Where's that?
Donde
Is that
está?
on the way to your parents' house?
Yeah.
Cloister of Garden.
You can do a history
Let's go
check
to
to
the
see if you
cloister.
know where the cloister of
Oh, you don't have the book. You have to go to your parents' house
That's
first.
good.
17 plus 6, 23.
Yeah, this sounds like it was it is a famous garden that lies within the city of miracles.
City of Miracles.
Beshi, the city
Beshi.
of miracles.
Is that on the way to the?
That is
No,
No,
it's
it
further
is-
northeast.
Oh man.
on the opposite side of the continent from
Yeah.
where you grew up.
Ooh, this is the first time Evendur is broke too.
Oh, didn't even think of that.
I give him all the money he wants, but I'm like, hey, do you need to borrow some? I'll cover that, don't worry. Like,
Keeping tabs.
constant jokes, yeah.
It's a good reason to go to back to the house.
Yeah,
Oh,
you are.
fantastic.
He's like in desperation mode. He's like never been broke in his life.
I
But
can't
your
buy
portal
this.
doesn't work to where we
No.
can't say, like, I want to go, I want to teleport to
No.
this place.
I can't
You
buy
just
this.
don't know where you're going.
So,
So
But
the
what
one,
if we go through it and end up being
oh,
a lot
the
closer?
one's a fireball. That means they're gone too.
Well, it can only go 10 feet.
Abby, you put the one.
You can put it down 10 feet,
Oh, mine
jump
is
in,
my
go out.
bad.
10 again, that's a lot of work.
Except my spell book. But actually, I don't
No,
know.
not
I
the
don't know. I
one.
don't know. Actually,
You
No,
have
we're
one
talking about the
bag.
portal.
Yeah, they can be
So,
my belt.
yeah, they wouldn't be in the bag.
I forgot.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
but you're
Teleportation
Only
would
the
be
ones
cool.
would be
Whatever
on
you
you,
do,
'cause they don't
keep it
really
away
weigh
from the
anything.
bag.
Is there a way you could just like write a letter back to your dad
And
just
put it in the
put it
bag
in your bag and be like,
and,
hey,
like,
look,
super
I need
chill.
money and I need
How
my
am I
books."
supposed to survive?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna. Do I have any paper on me even?
you
The letter that he
don't
wrote?
now, but you can certainly procure paper from the.
I give him a
tenants.
sheet.
Someone here, I'm sure, has paper and.
I have paper. I give him a sheet.
Okay, and so
I'm
I'm,
like,
I'm gonna
hey,
write
guys.
something on. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm on the way home, but I
Not
need some
cool,
money.
Dad.
I need
Yeah.
some
Not cool,
money
bro.
to get a bus, to get an Uber.
Whatever I say to them,
How am I supposed to get
Oh, I
home?
love it.
whatever you're willing to give me to make it home, and I got some people with me too.
I can't
so-
afford. I can't afford.
Yeah.
I got an entourage now, so
You leave it in there.
You're making me look bad,
and, like,
Dad.
periodically, like you reach in to see if there's been a reply, and you pull out your scroll, and you're like, ah, come on. Ugh. It's in there. They haven't checked the mail.
check the mail. That would be cool if
But
you
they
could
probably
put
have a
like a
servant
little.
that checks the mail,
If
right?
you could put the flag up, like in the
Oh,
bag.
yeah.
That way they.
So the Manor Trains is still there.
It's
Yeah.
just-
We're still here, right?
yeah, you're still there.
Yeah, we are.
We're
just got
loading, we're
home.
loading up, ready to
All
leave.
gold and run.
I don't think we can withdraw though.
We can't
It's store
withdraw.
credit.
We can't withdraw the store
We
credit.
can gamble it and see if we strike
Yeah,
rich.
put 3,500 or 600
Oh my
God, we do.
down, and then if you lose, we're leaving
That's gonna be
anyway.
No,
so
we're
bad.
about, no, we're about to lose the drugs if we lose that room.
It doesn't matter though. He's out of the game.
Well, we can gamble like 1,000.
We're just burning all the bridges, I see.
No, I'm just metagaming.
No, we're
I
not-
need to stop.
We can't
I'm
burn
out
all
of
the
control.
What would you like to do? Are you going to try and gamble 1,000 of it?
Yes,
Okay.
I will.
What? No, we can't leave.
You go.
He's
We
like,
need- we need-
he's
hold
like,
on.
I'll be right back.
I need to
I'll
get
be
some.
right back.
I'm withdrawing some cash, guys. Hold on.
You go back in
Put
and
it on black. Put it on black. See what happens.
Give me that rat race table again.
there is indeed
Rat's
the rodent race. If you would like to do that, there's
Bro,
also
you're not that
roulette.
lucky. 3 times in a
I've been
row.
we're leaving in
Time's
30
charm.
minutes. We're leaving in 30.
Hey, it'll be really quick, guys. I'm just gonna see what I can do. It sounds like I have a problem.
I can quit whenever I want. I'm hot. I can't lose right now.
Although we lost a lot.
We actually won a lot.
No, you just lost your whole point.
Technically, that was never his fortune. Like, how much did his family give him?
Okay.
Not a
there
whole lot.
are
Like
5
He deals with blood.
rodents of those little tiny guys. So cute. And they are there, and you can bet on Johnny, Ahal, Agnergalda, Aaron, or Saba.
Is that girl working at the front desk, the reception?
Hannah has
Hannah? Do you
since
mean
left.
Hannah, the most beautiful woman ever?
She has left. She works the night shift. And she left,
So I mean, she's a person that
She's a woman. She's a lady of the night.
Oh, the odds.
yeah, she's been.
Which
person-
one's juiced? Yeah.
We don't know if it was actually juice though, because I'm. Whatever.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
you
So
believe it.
you were saying
Sure.
Yeah, superstition,
The person
if
who you had spoken with every time to get an idea, she is not working. Are you going to talk to anybody else at the front desk?
other people would probably try to be talking to you. They don't know who you are.
yeah.
That's true. There are patrons here who are like, oh, Evendur, what's it going to be today? Which one are you going to bet on?
Well, I don't want to ask the. I don't really want to ask another
Hey,
receptionist.
you guys are pretty famous.
They're gonna
Or
try
at
to-
least he's famous. These two.
The house always wants their money back, so.
Oh, does anybody recognize Demitri as the dwarf who got drunk and passed out?
No, I ran
Maybe
after
he's
the bar.
famous.
Well,
What would only make it
Yeah.
funnier is if I was naked or undressing running out of the bar.
you
This is
almost,
too much.
she almost became a part owner of a winery.
A slime winery. That would have
Green
been cool.
slime wine. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go with gut instinct and just call it myself.
Okay.
Make the call myself.
Okay, which one are you going to be putting 1,000 on?
3
I
or
heard-
5.
I heard a bunch of names.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, or 5, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going
actually.
with what?
I'm not here. I'm not
You're
there.
not there. Relax.
All right, we'll go with number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Saba. Okay, so the rodents are
Finally
released,
loses.
and the maze
Yeah.
goes forward, and there. I mean, this early in the morning, there's not like a huge crowd. However, the patrons who were there have all gathered around you to see if third time's a charm, and you have placed your money on Saba. Saba begins meandering her way forward towards the goal, getting super close, and one of the other rodents grabs her from behind and
Illegal.
That's cheating.
and begins doing something that you probably are thinking, oh great, this one's in heat.
Oh.
And the other, the number 4 choice, Aaron, makes it all the way to the end goal, and the thing
That's
drops
cheating.
off and it
Call him out.
goes out, and
Hey, dealer, what's up with that? What happened?
Look at the draw. I'm sorry.
That's a look at the draw.
Yes, you bet on an animal, and the animals will be animals after all.
Technically, it's biology.
No, that's still not legit. Just metagaming that they would use animals in heat in a race.
Who can tell these things? Look at
A lot of
them.
Well, you can tell now.
Yeah,
Of
we do.
course, we will be serving this one up with tonight's dinner, so that, of course.
You can't do that. What if she's pregnant now?
You should just offer to take it.
I mean, you can. You can ask.
Am I there?
You can be there, yes.
Oh my god.
If I'm there, I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna say, well, instead of serving this one up for dinner,
You're gonna have a pet?
would you allow
With our
us to take
adventures?
it? And if it does happen to produce offspring, we will give you those offspring back.
How?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I know exactly.
Can
what you
Riven just gut
Hey,
check
is
them?
that-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're not coming back.
do. I know
Oh,
exactly.
it needs to be perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
This is
Okay.
important.
I know exactly what she's doing too.
Nice.
What is
Almost
it?
like 20, but.
Persuasion. 19.
19. He looks down at the rodent.
Well, I suppose we can just grab another one. If you would like, I suppose we can just remove the cost of the animal from the tab and.
How much is that?
Do it. Doesn't
The
matter.
animal itself is only
300 gold.
probably about 10 gold pieces, so it's.
Jeez. That's
Yeah,
a
sure.
Yeah, that's
We can
expensive.
do that.
It's a race rat.
Oh, yeah.
He,
It's a special kind, special breed.
he reaches in there and pulls out. There's like these little treats that he has, and he hands them to you. They're little. They smell like some type of jerky, and so this is probably a meat-eating animal. And he lifts it up, and it's like a cat-sized bear.
Oh, that's cool.
And he like hands it to you, and it.
What's its
there,
name?
and it's like
Seda?
No, it's a female.
Sema?
Seba.
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 Like
Female.
Well,
Seba.
of course, we just named
Once
them.
again, you came out on top. Like, I'm impressed. Like,
We essentially paid 1,000 gold for that thing. So
Yeah. It was
Well, we
worth.
can consider
Worth.
this our pet.
or
The
mascot.
group mascot. Seba. Seba tooth. Is that Seba tooth? I pointed at his tooth. It's a Seba tooth.
It tries to bite at your finger, and
So I give it a jerky.
oh, it's hostile.
Adorable.
You gotta domesticate it. Yeah, as we're going away, like, I'm like, you gotta clean up after it, take it on
I'm not
walks.
listening to anything
like,
you say. I'm just like, oh, you're so cute.
it is there.
And it's like totally trying to attack me, and I
Yeah.
don't care. 'Cause it's adorable.
Yeah, it's like struggling in your hand, this little hand paws going at you.
Eventually,
grow?
you'll get tired.
I'm gonna love
Eventually.
you, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Animals can only fight so long. And
does
I
it
know that 'cause
does
I
it
have
get
a son.
bigger?
She does need to get bigger.
I'm just asking. Yeah,
Oh, I could
Are you
probably.
asking the gentleman?
yeah. Like, does it grow? Can we only bring it out? Like, do we have to keep it away from water?
Oh,
All the time.
Don't feed it after midnight.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
keep it away from.
don't shine bright lights in its eyes.
Exactly.
No, he says,
No, this one will only grow probably about 15 more pounds and should be
That's huge.
about the same size. However, its
dog.
teeth will become much more sharp as it gets
And I
older,
have
so,
a saddle.
It's still only gonna be the size of like a pug.
Yeah, it's small.
right now it's probably like
That's
most,
animal
it'll probably
cruelty.
weigh like 30 pounds.
Animal cruelty right
Dog.
there.
Oh.
It
That's
weighs
like
like
this
15
big.
pounds right now. Like it's like a,
Oh, it's gonna weigh 30 pounds.
Polymorph it.
I'm not gonna do
How long is
that.
that?
I'm
You gotta
probably
ship
gonna do that
Polymorph
later.
it, then saddle it.
Oh, it's in heat too. What's it gonna do?
I will do
Oh,
that
dear.
to its babies.
Like,
if it
on the way
gives,
back
if it
and
gives
the-
babies,
Oh yeah,
I will
exploit the
polymorph
babies
totally.
for sure. Yeah.
Or we can have our own traveling little rodent race, and we can make money. That
Oh
way.
wait, when they have babies, we all get one.
This is awesome.
Everyone gets one.
there are so many things that are going through my mind right now. I don't know what to address first. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm gonna
So-
not gamble again.
We're from the north, so
He's so mad.
House Stark will all get one of these little bear cubs.
Oh.
and-
You're all gonna buy one? It's 10 gold pieces.
No, I'm not.
No,
buying
no.
it.
No, of mine.
Oh.
When mine gives birth.
Yeah, when she.
God.
Actually, it's better that way because if we have them when they're an infant, they'll like form that bond. Where
If it's pregnant.
her Saba just hates her right now. Doesn't
But
even
she's
know who she
gonna
is.
love
She's like, get away from me! I don't know you.
So you're doing the rodent race again? Or you're going to
Do it, do it. I feel like you're gonna get lucky this
How much
time.
do we have left?
Doesn't
3,000.
matter.
$3,000.
Oh, you have tons of money.
Doesn't matter, it's not yours, so just spend it.
Like,
Bro.
So what about the dwarf?
3,000.
Yeah,
We're leaving.
You guys are out of the game anyways.
Alright, so
He said he quit.
2,800
And
left.
she said she quit.
2,800
We have
left.
that whole thing of drugs.
We're gonna deliver.
Alright,
those.
so
Martha's out there like, oh my goodness,
She's
Like
sweating.
from episode there.
She's like, you're like 30 minutes.
I'm gonna put another 1,000 down, man.
You gotta, man.
Okay.
You gotta.
All right.
Here, you can roll.
On the
in.
one that replaced Saba?
Yes, that one is called Rainy.
Or no? Or you wanna go with the winner from the last one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Alright, are you gonna roll first or?
Does-
I already
it
rolled
won't-
the
yeah, it
rolls.
won't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, so I'm gonna go with 2 this time.
Okay. Oh, it's cocked. Oh no, I'm just gonna get a different dice.
He won again.
Yeah. 4 times the charm. There wasn't.
So we're not going back to his parents.
A hall.
He's like, hey, never mind, guys. We don't need to go. So,
A hall, which is the name of the other road. It beelines it towards the finish line and just gets it straight to the end, and it grabs the little treat that's at the end and starts gnawing on it. Ah.
Wait, it just runs straight to the end?
Yeah, like
Is that the
it
one
didn't
you
make
bet on?
any turns that were wrong. It just went like straight
Probably
there.
rolled a nat 20.
Got there, and the yes, it's
You should buy that one.
you.
No, I don't want any more animals. I don't,
You're like,
I
no
don't
more
need
animals.
We already have a pregnant one, like, we're
Made
gonna have many more. In the future.
2,000 gold.
2,000. Alright.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you
That's-
cheap, man?
that's
You
all we
came
need.
up, bro.
Should we gamble the
Wait,
rest of the credit?
yeah. What are you gonna do? He's gonna stay there less time.
Wait.
We should leave something for him at least.
So he got 2,000 back. It still drops the debt 1,000, right?
Right, you
There's
have
only
now like
1,800.
1,800 left.
But that's
in
for the
credit.
room slash credit slash,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So we should, I'll just gamble another 1,000, maybe 800 for the dwarves.
You
Yeah.
could have done like 20.
There we go.
Huh?
That
So
that
good.
barrel
So
was
good.
how much platinum? Was worth
Which one? Which one are you betting on?
Let's go with
2,000 gold.
Let's go with number 1.
It's probably
Johnny.
around what you're saying, but okay.
So
Not this time, huh?
this one, no, I will just, for the sake of brevity,
No dice.
Johnny was tired. He laid down, took a nap.
Johnny was the one who had been mounting.
He fell asleep. He
cigarettes.
fell asleep halfway
all
through.
shagged out after a long squall. Yeah.
Damn
it's Agner Galda was the one that won that one.
What number
Number
was that?
30.
3?
That was number 3.
So 50.
So now there's
You
800
guys
left in
paid.
credit.
You guys paid 40% of what he asked for the barrel of shroom.
I don't know anything. I'm sitting outside.
I don't know what you mean.
So
I put paying attention
the
once I got
barrel
the whole
of Gloomshroud, he wanted 200 platinum for it originally. And they're
Oh, I
like,
wasn't here for this.
Yeah.
right, but you guys made the deal anyways.
Yeah,
and you guys told him, well, you could stay at the penthouse instead because we don't have that gold to pay you. And he's like, okay. So you only have 800 left in your credit for the room, but he originally traded 2,000 gold barrel of Gloomshroud for room credit. But now there's only half of what he charged for originally charged for the barrel.
So the
which was
trade
2,000
basically,
It's
now
800.
you're 1,200 less than what
Right.
basically was promised for the.
Yeah. Who cares though? I mean, I'm only letting you know because you probably don't remember or
Yeah,
trying to
I have no
catch you
idea.
up.
So it's up to you. You have 2,000 gold.
Dude, just spend it.
Also
600
800.
more. 600 more.
And do what?
500 more. Just
do
bet
what?
500 more.
No,
That's his
Do
money.
it.
That's his money.
There is
No,
still
I
800
meant from the credit. I mean, you're already at,
You got
well
800
below the 2,000. Just do it, dude.
Nah,
You tell me what you
Just
like.
give him one more night. That way we get one night's head
He's gonna
start
stay there for like
before
a-
they kick him out.
I don't want to.
Like,
He thought he was gonna stay there for like a year.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
stay there for like 2 days.
2 days. Yeah, because
Whoops.
he's supposed to be the dealer for that group.
Oh,
We just
15
burned-
gold.
we
Let me
just
do the
burned-
math. Damn.
Yeah, we just
Yeah, but
burned.
that's also his gambling money.
Yeah, we also burned we burned the bridge for the group. We didn't drop it off like, oh, your supplier left.
15 gold. Wait,
Wait, so how do we solve that then?
We
800
Don't.
gold.
they too late. We're like, oh, we dropped it off. We're done. We're out again. Out again.
Out of the game.
53 days.
If he doesn't
That's a
gamble.
while.
If
If he doesn't gamble. Which
If he
is
gambles,
a
hopefully
little
he
less
wins
than
something.
2 months. Which is a long time. You're good, dude. You're good.
I think we
I'm
can.
gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it on.
You're like,
I don't feel like
awkward.
gambling anymore.
He takes his 2,000 gold. Awkward.
What would you like to do?
Do you put your gold in your bag of holding?
No, I'm sure
Yeah.
the Manor of Chance
Oh,
gives
the
out
weight, though.
endless
If
coin
you-
purses.
Yes.
How much does it weigh, DM?
Endless coin purse?
The endless coin
Oh,
portion
yeah,
weighs like 5 pounds.
Oh, nice. I didn't
But
know
you're,
you
you're
had
holding
one.
that separate, not in
Yeah.
the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Right. And it only holds coin.
Nothing else.
If you try to put anything else in it, it doesn't work.
All right, so let's take these.
You
2,000
should have
gold.
did that with the other gold you had.
What?
Oh no, but you got robbed.
Yeah,
So I
that's
can see
what-
why you don't want to use that.
Whatever.
You got, technically, you got robbed twice, right? By the girl and then your parents.
Well, I
You
mean,
just got bad
I like
luck.
to see it as like a
Your
bank.
parents
Kind of.
Right.
Like, I
to put all the
deposited
gold in there
the
in the
stuff
first
with them.
place.
How his bank account works? He has 2 bank accounts.
Yeah, 2 bank accounts. You gotta transfer money.
See,
Check into
that's the way my
savings.
funds work. You see, I got.
Gotta go pay the
So we get 2,000 gold for traveling fees. That's plenty, I think. Yeah, so I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Probably enough. I think we'll get.
Are we ready to leave yet?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've been ready.
I thought I did.
Bender's not sure. Benjen is.
We're good.
2,000 gold. You could-
I want to try to get some
Buy a
food
boat.
for Saba before we go.
Okay.
I want to just try to,
Stock up.
yeah.
Buy some
Stock
rations.
up.
Sure.
No, I don't want to buy anything. I want them to just give it to me.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
from
you know
the
what?
Manor of Chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just give me your food stock now. Well, what do you got? 30 days worth? Give it to me.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
take
not
it.
paying you either.
I'll take
you,
it. Pretty
you
much,
ask for like more of the food that they give the animals, and the serving lady kind of like furrows her brow. Just one moment.
Everything's for sale. Everything's for sale.
She leaves and comes back with a probably it's probably 8 or 9. This little boy, and he walks over and you're taking Saba with you. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, single tier.
thank you so much.
Oh.
It means so much that she's gonna go to someone and not be on someone's dinner plate this evening. So,
Did you own her prior to?
I take care of all of them, and it's.
Do you have? Here's my question. Do you have a carrier for her that would keep her
Man,
safe?
what else do you want? A leash. Do you
And
have
a
a leash,
leash
a carrier?
If you yes,
As
if
much
you'd like,
food as you possibly
follow
give me.
Follow me.
Okay.
Spike me that ways. And the serving lady's like, all right, whatever. And so you follow this this kid down a stairway into like a holding area, and
This is Dungeons and Dragons.
you have.
We were supposed to leave
Riven.
3 hours ago.
Marcus is like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
You go into this underground area, and there are hundreds of these animals, and they're all just like crawling all over each other. And there's like one, and it's like scratching his back against like like bears do against like a corner of a thing that's in there. And they're like playing and wrestling and everything. And he goes over, and there's these.
I know.
There's these small boxes that have wire grating on the outside that's made probably of iron. And he's, oh yes, this should be able to hold her until she gets a little bit bigger. And at that point, if you leash train her, then she'll be able to know where you are, know the limitations, and that will... she'll be able to follow basic commands at that point. Of course, if you spend time every day showing her her boundaries and her limits and to trust you. So
Is there anything special I need to know when I'm trying to raise her? Like what not to do,
Yes.
or what might be unsafe for her?
Well, definitely do not give them any sweets.
Totally gonna give it fruit.
Does not.
Just donuts.
She will have
Pastries.
the liquid poop if you give her sweets. So meat only is what we feed them, and they grow on that. And normally out in the wild, they're small hunters. But what I'll give you if you'd like. I can give you. And he pulls over. There's this small like barrel, and it is full of these what looks like dried chicken. Like it's like chicken jerky, if there is such a thing. And it says, now this is enough probably to last a month. So if you give her, you feed it in the morning and in the evening. And it also needs to have time to go relieve itself during the day as well. Also, make sure that you give plenty of water. And don't let it get too hot, but it should be able to take care of itself.
So between you and me,
Sure.
since these are your babies, right?
Yes.
You said
it-
hundreds of them?
Yes.
Holy
I'm assuming that they're all familiar with being around others. They prefer to be around others and don't necessarily want to be lonely.
Of course.
On that note, I'm okay with raising Saba alone. But is there one in here that you think might not do well in the races that you would like to save from a...
Well, eventually they're all losers.
The one that limps is usually
They're all losers.
Is
Lucky
there,
you don't
do you
die
have
and get
a,
eaten.
do you have a favorite that would not...
Do you want
First
a
place.
boy or a girl?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Ooh.
The boy will guarantee babies.
Yeah.
The first time didn't take.
So I'm gonna say a boy. Because in my mind, immediately I'm like, the traveling rat race or bear race is totally something we can do. Like wherever we go, we can just take bets and...
Oh, we're turning into a carnival or a
Like a flea circus.
circus.
Yeah.
I
It'll
think
be a
being
traveling
Einer,
circus.
and he is he's as nice as any of them. So I would like him to go somewhere if he could have a home, if you don't mind.
Sure, what's special about him?
So Einer has he's very attentive and has he always comes when I whistle. So,
Okay. Well, if you don't mind giving me the same hookup for Einer, then I will gladly take him as well.
He's just giving you all these cages and food. And it's like, oh.
he whistles, and all of the other like animals are kind of doing their own thing, and you see one of them like stand up. Like,
On his hind legs.
walk over.
That's fantastic. So are these like feral hamsters? What are these
They're
things?
bears.
They're like bears.
cat-sized bears.
like
Okay.
like gerbils.
They like the body composition and face and fur. It all looks like a bear. It's just a little. It's like a house bear.
Ivern and Saba?
Einer and Saba.
Yeah, and he picks him up, and Einer like licks at his face, and he reaches in his pocket and pulls out some meat and gives it to him, and puts him inside one of the cages, and he goes in there and just kind of like sits down
It's a lot more docile than the other one.
on his haunches. Yeah,
Yeah.
Saba's like still.
And just like giving her food, and like, oh, I don't know. What to do with it.
Trader?
He takes Sadie, and she like calms down, and he puts a treat in her mouth, and I said, so for Saba, the best thing that you could do is just scratch behind the ears. She loves that. So,
Okay.
so when you do it, she just like. Ah.
I'm pretty sure they
okay?
can figure it out. They figured it out like on the table.
Yeah.
You now have these two animals, two boxes that they can go in, those cage things, and
Month
between
of
both
food?
of them, it's about a half month of food.
A half month.
Well, because you're feeding both of them.
Oh.
She was expecting more food for the.
That's okay.
He's like,
No.
no.
That's okay.
So I
Okay.
get all of my supply from, well, they send me to the poulstress, and she is the one who is able to get us the meat stores to feed them.
Well, thank you so much for giving me the information, and I hope that you can rest easy knowing that these two will be in very safe hands.
Thank you.
And like immediately, I'm just like, oh my god, they're probably gonna die. But that's all I can think of. Like we're gonna lose them.
Fireball.
Or, yeah, something's gonna happen.
Ooh, yeah, you turn around like, are they flammable?
They're
Asking for a friend.
they're flame retardant.
How do they taste?
Yeah.
If they eat them, they're probably actually.
You have been, so all of your meals that have been meat has probably been these things.
Wow.
It tastes
Luckily, Dimitri's vegan, so.
it tastes like cow. It tastes like steak when you
Oh,
have been
that's
eating
so
it.
delicious.
Yeah, unlimited.
Emergency ration.
Yeah.
Make sure they're plump. Make sure they're nice and
What
plump.
would happen if I polymorph them and then we kill it and eat it? What if I
The damage
polymorph
would
it?
unpolymorph.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's true. See, Evendur, finally, all that magical knowledge
Yep,
coming
he
in.
knows. He knows, man.
Hey, how far was Evendur from graduating from Watun University?
It was a couple of years.
Dang.
Oh,
So,
so that's
you're
way
like a
far
freshman?
off.
You're like a freshman?
Do they offer an associate's degree by any chance? Like halfway progress or something?
If you stopped by the college, you could probably get a letter of recommendation saying where you left off in your study. And that's kind of like the equivalent. They don't have like an associate.
Like, I didn't lie to you all the way. I did go to class.
That'll
Right.
probably be useful to show to the parents, I guess.
Right.
What color is Saba?
Saba has
This is what you need.
she
That thing. That'd be awesome.
so it's black fur, and she has brown eyes, and the
Ivor?
Einer.
Einer? I keep wanting to call
Einer
him
has
Ivor.
like copper colored hair and hazel eyes.
Oh, he's adorable. We're gonna change his name though, because I don't like it. Copper fur with hazel eyes. Okay. Very cool. We now have pets. And/or a side business.
Boom, connected. There you are, sir. Okay.
Thank you.
Your side business has now officially begun. You have walked out. On your way out there, the boy stays down there, and so you kind of like make your way back up towards the top. And as you're walking out, you see a familiar-looking middle-aged man who is well-built, Badma, walks around the corner and, oh, hello. I thought that you were going to be leaving this morning.
Awkward.
We were, and then my friend wanted to come for one more race, and now we have 2 pets, apparently. Yeah. Cut
I can
to.
see your hands are full. Well,
It'd have been really funny if you're like, I'm glad I saw you. You're a father.
Just like that, one night.
Yeah. Well, you're a Tiefling. He doesn't know.
Yeah. Like, that's what baby TVs look like.
well, if you ever need anything, just let me know.
Child support.
Dang. Okay. How would I get in touch with you? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
You can
Postal
send
service.
correspondence to Warminster Stronghold and yeah, to Warminster Keep. Wait, hold on. I wrote something down here that was important. Oh my goodness, where did I put that now? Oh, right. So he says, yes, you can just send correspondence to Warminster Stronghold and send it to Lord Dendron, and that should be able to get to me.
So, are my little guys in cages now? My little child, what are they called?
They are in cages. You're carrying them.
Okay,
Just
so
call
I
them
set
bears.
bears. Yeah. It's awesome.
What are these animals called?
They
She doesn't
haven't
know.
been given any official name.
They're bears.
Them mini bears.
Mini bears. That sounds good.
So I set them down,
Some people
and,
raid the mini bar. You raid the mini bears.
and I want to go give him a rather lengthy hug and kiss on
And
the
a
cheek.
and a grope.
Sure.
And there's a little something. like that.
Release the mini bears.
As you separate he is wearing this like circlet that's on his head, and it gets caught on your horn as you are pulling back, and as it lifts off his head, he
The illusion drops. And
Oh
it's a frog.
no!
The-
He's gonna be like 175 years old.
the illusion drops, and
Wait,
you
I was
see
joking.
standing before you a
And here,
That would be awesome. You would die.
That-
Spontaneously.
I would probably just release Sayla, like attack.
no a young man, probably in his late teens,
Oh. Oh.
and his hair is like parted from the side, and he's wearing this vestiture that looks like he is some type of royal of some kind. He has the symbol of Wallminster Stronghold on there, and he grabs it and puts it back on, and turns around. And don't tell anyone about this. And he runs away.
So that's perfect. So that feeds into
blackmail.
some of what I've chosen as my feat. By the way, so I serve Dis.
Well, that's in your bloodline, so you don't
Oh.
necessarily serve it, but
It's
your
part-
devil heritage is passed through Disfader.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is all about exploiting people's weaknesses and shame. So, boom.
Boom.
That's
She
perfect.
just takes that and stores it right there.
Yep.
And needs that later.
That's money later. Let's just
I'm
Yeah.
absolutely gonna use
I
that
always
later.
have a place when I come back here, and it's at the
I
palace.
just got found a tiefling kid.
Nice. Well done.
10
And I'm
years
just
later,
like,
I got this kid.
hey.
You have a son, and it's me. So
Martha's still waiting.
Yep.
you
Well, Dimitri's waiting with
Yeah,
you.
we're like,
So.
it's gonna be a while. They usually take this long.
yeah. So you come out to the wagon carrying two of these animals.
Oh,
And
terriers.
quickly go back inside and grab the barrel and bring that out with you as well. It's a small little barrel.
Good thing we have 2 wagons.
Right. And
Did I have leashes? Did she give me? Did the boy give me leashes? Or
No.
no? Okay.
But he
I'll have
said you could leash
I'll have
them when they're older.
to make some then,
Mhm.
or find some.
So you have that. What is everyone doing?
Is everybody ready to go?
I'm in the cart.
I'm
Yeah.
admiring the bears. I just like want to pet them.
Yeah.
Got it. And you're making your way towards the exit.
Yeah.
All right, heading back
Exiting?
towards
Yeah.
Ithon.
Let's just fast forward everything. Hopefully, we don't get in an encounter all the way to
And you
Ithon.
find Mesa
Is
on the road again.
He's gonna roll.
Yee.
Oh, are you guys heading?
I was
You're
kidding.
heading back to Ithon,
To drop off the
dropping
barrel.
that off,
Drop
and then if you go to Watoon, that'll be a faster route over to Creighton Stronghold. Yeah,
Okay.
because you'll be able
Yeah,
to
we'll go by
charter a vessel
We'll
and
go by
go over the sea.
Yeah, we can't carry this in the portal. No. Well, we don't want. I don't want the syndicate coming after us.
Indeed.
This
How an arrow.
Hey, does he tell the group that he burned through a lot of the credit money and that he
Market.
doubled
It was
up?
his
Yeah.
money.
No, I know it's his money, but the group doesn't know, right? That you did that.
Who was with me?
'Cause it was-
No, we were there. That's how I got the.
Riven.
Oh, she was there.
Yeah.
Martha
She
doesn't-
wasn't.
Martha
She
doesn't-
wasn't.
So Martha's
Demitri
like, yeah, we gotta
wasn't.
go back. We got our deal.
You're the
We go
only
back and
one
drop
that
this
knows
off.
that he.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I don't care about sharing that
Like,
information.
you want to know? I mean, I'll tell
Yeah.
you.
No.
It's not a big
I was just.
I'm all
that,
distracted with the
Demitri
bears
doesn't care.
anyways, so.
Yeah, Martha doesn't know, so she's like, we gotta go back. We gotta get this money. We're totally ready. We'll tell them go talk to.
We're ready now.
Yeah, we're ready.
So you head on the road again. I'll need one person to roll 2d10s.
Not me, I'm terrible at that.
A vendor,
Probably not a
roll
vendor.
D10.
2 d10s,
Yes.
You got this.
8 and
0.
a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a 10.
0 would be 10, so 10 and 8.
10 and an 8. Good to know. You are traveling, and on the road, you pass
The dwarf.
a caravan that's coming towards the Wallminster stronghold while you're leaving, going to Ithon. This caravan is coming towards you, and it appears to have a great deal of armed soldiers that are surrounding the caravan itself, and they are moving on a pace.
Let's do round two. Round 2. Ready?
Wallminster.
At round 2 of what?
A mirror. When I was playing a mirror.
We ambush the caravan?
They appear to be well-guarded traveling merchants.
Bro, you need to rewatch the episodes. She's like, what's happening?
Probably move out of the way because.
No, they can move, right?
No. We gotta move out of the way because.
You guys have your two wagons.
Who's driving? Who's driving it?
That is a good question.
Or actually,
Riven
there's 2 of
is
them.
on her carpet.
There's 2 of
There's
them.
2,
now.
yeah.
So there's 2 drivers.
So you're gonna drive the one with the mini bears?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in the cart. I'm not gonna drive it.
Oh.
I'm back in there admiring the bears.
And he's taking
I'm
a short
resting.
rest. He's not driving.
I'll drive it.
Martha's
Martha
driving.
and
Oh, okay.
Benjen.
Yeah, 'cause
We're
that's-
humans.
Yeah, because we're waiting. We're like, where are they?
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. So you are driving these wagons. You see this coming up ahead, and 2 of the armed soldiers ride ahead and come up to you and say, "Hello there. Just passing by, going to Wallminster.
Yeah, passing by too.
All right, heading to Ithon.
Yes.
Good day and safe travels. There hasn't been really anything on the road.
Nothing back there either.
Oh, good.
Anymore.
It's smoke and ruin, literally.
Wallminster stronghold is completely destroyed.
Yeah.
The Bakers of Ithon have passed through there. It is no
The
longer
Bakers of Ithon. Oh, that sounds so good.
there. So,
The former Bakers.
Yeah.
yeah. So they
what those things do.
move up and start heading off towards the side of the road, going around you, and it's probably 15 wagons and like big like boxes that are being dragged by horses in the front, along with like probably what is about 100
They look like
armed
chests.
soldiers. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I mean, it's not gonna matter. Nothing's gonna happen.
19.
22. 22. I'm sitting on the seat of the first
24.
one with Benjen, and I stand up to get a look at it.
You stand up. You're now as tall as Benjen.
Yeah.
The
Well, I'm a little bit taller than that.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, so you do see there are like tarp-like things covering the majority of the goods, but in a couple of these covered wagons where, not covered wagons, it would be a carriage. They look like it would be pulling some type of wealthy person inside there. You get a glimpse through one of the windows. There is just a large chest sitting on one of the sides, and on the other side there are 2 people engaged in conversation or talking. And you do see like other things that look like lumps that could be other chests that are going towards Warminster. So you don't recognize the people who are on there, even though they said that they're coming from
Oh,
Ithon.
I would not.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm saying for everybody who's from
Yeah.
Ithon, you don't recognize anybody who would have been from Ithon in this group.
They're probably passing through, I thought.
Could be. So, you continue on through the day and stop for your meals and to water the horses and to make sure that they're going. The little house bears they're playful
House
enough,
bears.
and you take them out like one at a time, and they're just adorable. They're just there being adorable. You have not yet tried to take them both out at the same time because you have noticed that it probably takes both of your hands for one of them to be controlled. So if one of them just bolts,
But she knows that Seba's in heat. Seba.
Yeah.
yes, you do know that. And
It's probably not smart.
probably not. So, is there anything that you would like to do during this day while you're passing and traveling on the road?
I want to see if we have like Mesa, like any news.
Keep a
You just keep looking
perception
like-
out for Mesa.
Yeah,
Go roll a perception check.
He's been following us this whole time.
11 plus. Hang on.
She's Saba.
Oh, that would be a
That would be awesome.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that the other bear? Okay, got a little weird.
13
13
is where we're sitting, gentlemen.
Throughout this day, you do not notice any particular signs of other people traveling on the road
Okay.
or even around the road.
Okay.
No one has come to approach you. There is occasionally a woodland animal that goes and crosses in the road and then keeps going onto the forest, or you see the different animals that are moving around on the sides of you through the jungle area. And it becomes nighttime, and you're getting closer to the evening where the sun is nearer to where it's going to set, and you should probably start looking for a campsite.
Mhm.
So, what are you going to do? Take your horses and your wagons off the road and set up camp, or are you going to camp straight on the road?
Off the road.
Yeah.
Martha's gonna spend 30 minutes summoning 3 unseen servants, and then it's gonna set up camp.
That's right, you're sous chef.
Yes.
You're going to begin preparing things.
Summon 3? Holy
Yeah, they last for an hour, so I can technically summon like 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Loophole.
Spend an hour summoning 5 unseen servants
Yeah.
just so that I can have them around me.
Mhm.
No,
So I get
just to
hyped.
make up camp. I literally don't have to do anything in camp. Done. Camp is
Yeah.
done.
So we're just watching like invisible stuff happen, just like
Things are
tents
moving,
go
things
up,
are
and
like
just
getting
like-
put together for you. The horses are unhitched
Yeah.
and they're let to graze, and
Utility.
it's very.
Oh, a vendor
very
could see
stealthy.
that. You could see that.
No,
sir.
they're literally unseen. There's like nothing.
They're not invisible?
They're not invisible.
Oh wow.
They-
Oh. All right, never
It
mind.
just stuff just moves.
Unseen
Yeah.
servant. So, are you trying to hide your presence on the side of the road?
I'd say the safer option.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and somebody will roll a survival or stealth check to determine how well hidden you are.
I don't have
I have a
survival.
better stuff.
Can we assist? We assist.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assist
yeah.
in that.
Can, can I put up a?
No, you don't want to do that.
A ficus?
Or that.
Darkness.
Yes.
Just like a shield of darkness.
Oh, yes, so
26.
it only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, 26 stuff.
26, okay, good to know. So, you move off to the side of the road. You are there for the evening. Who is going to be keeping watch?
I'll keep first watch.
Okay, I'll need you to roll a perception check.
18.
18. During the evening, you hear the sounds of just night creatures, birds, and beasts, probably in the hunt in the evening.
Okay.
And there isn't anything that appears to be endangering the lives of anybody in the group that you're in.
Good.
Until
Oh wow!
it is
First
getting
one.
towards the end of your shift, and you hear like between like the night wind blowing through the forest trees and like the hoot of some night owl, night bird. You hear
It's an owl.
what sounds like a whispered word, like someone trying to be quiet, but you have picked up their voice.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Where do I hear? Do I know which way it's going?
It's coming from south, deeper inside the jungle, opposite direction of the road.
I want to move that way quietly, so I'll, stealth check.
How close to the next shift is it?
Probably 15 minutes. Ish.
If it won't get to that time. Never mind. It's not close.
Sorry, I gotta go back to my skill.
He's learning D&D Beyond.
Indeed.
13.
Okay, so you move your way through the jungle, going off into the darkness.
Whoa, no.
Oh, what are you doing?
Well,
If we're sleeping in around the fire and I hear it that way, I kind of go that way, but within the campsite. Yeah, I'm not going.
Oh, so that wasn't your stealth check? Was that a perception check to?
Oh no, that was my stealth. The perception was 18, but that was to hear it.
Yes.
So I go there and then want to listen and
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
attention.
You moved off in that direction, and in the darkness, you do have what is the full moon. So it is bright light coming that is kind of shining down, an illumination that kind of gives this eerie look to all of the surrounding area where it's just kind of gray and blackness, just all that you're seeing. And you kind of move off a little bit just to look over into that area where you heard it from. And there is, you're not exactly sure, but there is what looks like the silhouette of a person sitting in a tree just probably 50 yards away.
I shoot.
Are you serious?
oh,
What if it's Mesa?
We make another one.
hey, he said he already
Another
shot.
orc baby, I gotta take care of that.
Hey, it's dark. It's dark. You're human.
And you're all asleep.
You're human and it's dark.
11.
11. Okay, so you quickly take your arrow out.
Just a warning shot, guys.
Right.
Yeah, right. You don't
Shoot
want to
it
hit him.
off in that direction, and you see that it goes a little bit wide of the spot, but that silhouette of the person hops down out of the tree and then darts off further into the darkness.
Okay. Mission accomplished.
Problem solved, yeah.
Yeah.
Scaring you away.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I wake up whoever's next, tell them what I saw, and then
Sure. So you're next?
Yeah, I was going to be sure.
Can I copy my dispel magic spell during this time?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were doing in the.
That takes 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
You could do it in chunks, right? 2
Oh,
hour
you know what?
chunks.
You could have been doing that on the road. That's not ideal because you're bouncing and you have to do very intricate designs and then you're
I got
tear that out.
Okay.
So it
So,
would probably be
classes,
like if
performance,
you
and
have downtime
What is that?
in the evening and everyone's
So you have to-
you probably
you have to be
do
able to
2 hours a night and then
somatic,
still get your
Which is
long
you have to
rest.
be able to move your hands,
But
and then
so you
material.
have 2 of the 8
Unless
required hours, I will say, done.
Focus.
Focus. Okay. An orb or a wand or a bear, a house bear. Can our house bear be a focus? That'd be awesome.
I don't think a living object could be a focus.
No.
So
Or a
while
living thing.
everybody else is out guarding and or doing whatever they're doing, I'm just looking around without asking people because I don't want anybody to know what I'm up to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look around for gum Arabic.
Oh, Arabic gum, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And
It's a plant.
and talc and powdered silver.
Oh, so silver probably not naturally
I'm
occurring.
assuming I need to smash some silver.
You would need to.
Smash your silver.
Blacksmith,
Yeah, I will
use
totally
a
do that.
blacksmith to like powder it.
We have a blacksmith wagon.
You do
Oh yeah, that is true.
So I'm
Does
just gonna try
anyone-
to make my little creation
So
of finding all those ingredients if we have them.
chalk would not be out there. That would be more among stones.
Talc?
Yeah.
Talc?
Talc?
Like talcum
Talc?
powder?
It's basically like
You find, yeah.
a ground rock. It's a ground stone.
Actually metal.
So, yes, go ahead and make a nature check to see if you could find any of those items. This could be
Okay.
during the day while you're traveling or in the nighttime.
Well,
Is this a thing that you know what it looks like? Is it a part of your
She
class?
does not.
or
it's
your-
a part of, it's a part of what I know how to do.
Oh, okay. Then
Part
you
of
know what
my,
it looks like.
yeah. What am I doing?
That's
Nature?
that's a wolf right
Nature.
there.
Crap.
I'm rubbing off on you, sorry. I'll sit over there next week.
5.
Okay, you are unable to obtain any of the items that you are looking for.
None
However,
of them? I can't even like smash.
You can
Silver.
certainly try to smash your silver pieces
Okay,
into
just
chests.
one. Just
We
trying to
have
smash
the
one.
blacksmith stuff in the cart. At least attempt it with that.
Yeah, that's what I would want to do.
Uh,
But I'm not gonna ask anybody else that actually knows what they're doing. I'm just gonna try to start smashing it with things.
Do it ourselves.
I'm just gonna start smashing.
So I'll say, for the purposes of this, you try smashing a silver coin into dust, and all it ends up doing is denting it a lot, and it kind of chips off, but it's not able to get it into the fine powder that.
You got one chunk. Just
Exactly. See? Progress.
Yeah, you have one smaller chunk that isn't. It's not yielding the
Save
results
those.
that you're
Save
hoping.
those.
No gum Arabic.
There is none of those plants in the area.
Dang. All right.
So,
So then
roll a
I'll-
perception check
I'm having to ask everybody.
for the second shift, Demitri.
Voice.
20?
Voice.
So he pointed off into a direction to the south of you, and you keep your eyes peeled. You have dark vision, right? Because you're a dwarf. And you try to maintain a kind of nonchalant, like you're not going to react to many things, kind of make it look casual, looking around, and
It's more like a stoic face.
right,
And just-
just kind of staring off into the darkness. And after about 2 hours, you see 3 shapes kind of move off towards the distance, and they're moving amongst the trees in a fashion that one of them is like coming kind of straight towards you, and the other ones are breaking off onto the sides. What do you do?
I can tell that they're moving at a steady rate of speed. Demitri just backs up to and finds the closest person. Who's the closest person to him?
Martha
as
being
far
our
as
own
like
man.
sleeping.
Evendur.
Avender's the closest person? I just keeping my eye out on those 3. I sort of like kick them lightly, like to wake them up.
What's up?
Yeah, you kind
What do you
of-
want?
Yes.
We are being surrounded.
How many people?
There's 3. Currently, there's.
You have to
3.
start your whole thing over again. Your transcription.
Oh.
I have no idea. I'm just kidding.
Oh, were you awake?
No, I wasn't.
No.
I was sleeping.
Oh,
At
okay.
this point, it's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
let's- I get up and I get ready for a fight.
Well done.
can you wake the others?
Yeah, sure.
I just try to maintain awareness of the 3 as long as I can until I'm assuming the other 2 flanking like go out of my peripheral.
Right. So watching the one that's coming up the center, you see a female elf maiden walk into where you can like tell that what she looks like, and because you have dark vision, you can see her more clearly, and she has this dark black hair, and she has like mud caked into her hair, and it's like all over her face, and she is approaching the campsite, and she says something to you in Elvish. Do you speak Elven?
Do I hear it?
I don't believe so.
You
no.
do. Yeah.
What does she say?
She says, "Friend of Amir."
Oh. Nope.
Who?
Who is he?
Welcome. And what are you doing in our domain?
We are just passing by. We just set up camp to sleep, get some shot for the night. Is there anything we can do to help you guys?
If you would not mind relocating onto the north side of the road, these are sacred hunting grounds that you are currently sleeping in.
All right. So, are you guys awake
What
yet?
is
Did I
the
wake you
problem
guys?
here?
I'm probably
Is there a problem?
Yeah, they're asking us to move all our stuff, everything to the north side of the road. Is that what you said?
This is
These are
something we will do, or
These are sacred hunting grounds. They had said. No, I'm gonna ask you guys. What do you want to do? You want to listen
So
to
at this
that?
point, other people, you guys are all waking up.
Or you want to tell her
For
to
this.
leave us
Wait,
alone?
what's going on?
Why do they need us to move?
They said these are sacred hunting grounds.
Who is this?
I had no idea.
She
just came- she walked
comes
up.
closer. You recognize it is the woman who you had saved, who was walking behind one of the wagons
ooh,
on your way.
who
As long
Amir
as-
saved.
As long as we're not hunting in this area, can we just stay here?
It is not permitted for those who do not wear the mud of Ainur to be on this side of the road.
And if
Give
we
us
refuse,
your lead.
But if we saved one of the mud of iron ore, can we have permission to stay here? Persuasion check.
Go ahead and roll.
Hey, shouldn't he tell you?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Let's see.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
all right, that's good. Oh no, the
14.
What?
14.
I got plus 10.
Oh wow,
Damn,
Yeah, he does.
that's good.
She says,
that works.
How
it
did I
is
get
not
plus
permitted
10 on
for
anything?
outsiders
I got expertise.
to wear
It's
the
just
mud.
like 1, 2, 5.
I will allow you to keep your provisions and belongings
And you're
here,
live.
but you must relocate your bodies until it is morning, and then you can come pick it up and go.
Bodies.
That's. She wants us to leave all our stuff here. We're not doing that.
No.
Just went to sleep.
You were tired.
I've had like 3 hours of sleep now. Go on. So,
So if what if we refuse?
well, then it will be unfortunate, but we will have to spill your blood.
That's, well, I don't like that. Super inconvenient.
So I'm gonna cast fireball.
Are you
Scout- all 7 charges.
I feel. Do I hear that?
Yeah, you're all awake.
Okay. So I just want to say that I feel like she's trying to do us a favor since we did her a favor. So we should probably just relocate without any problems.
Oh, it's the same chick which he had the lock of hair, huh?
Yep.
The weirdo.
Wow.
Freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
Things come full circle, man.
I'll spend 20 minutes to get 2 unseen servant and move my stuff over.
You tell your unseen servants, hey, they can't see you. Just move our stuff back over on that side.
No, I'm moving my tent. That's it.
So this would be like the worst thing like ever. Like you're camping,
Yeah.
and then someone like a park ranger comes and it's like 2 in the morning and is like, hey, you gotta move all your stuff to a different campsite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, we know where this forest is. Do I know?
You
What it's called?
don't.
Then I ask her, where is this? Where are we?
You are in our secret something else.
Is there a name for it?
Is her intelligence like a 1?
Can I
You
cast
don't know.
suggestion on it?
I know, right?
You will leave us alone.
You see nothing. Nothing until morning.
right now.
They're relocating yourselves to the northern side of the road. We will pick up next week on Dungeons and Dragons.